Oh, right, I forgot to close my closet. Why was this last time I forgot to close this before stream started? Did I remember to keep that on my mind? Alright, let's get announcements finished here. Alright, announcements are posted there. And how to post it on Discord.
In the Dragon Realms, all is not well. The fallen dragon, Red, is using the dark gems to poison the life of the world.
And there we go.
5 heroes must fight the forces of evil.
Alright, announcements have been posted. Let's go ahead and begin the stream.
Sergeant Byrne.
Hey, Princess Jackie, welcome to the stream. Alright, so yeah, let's get the intro started. Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to another weekly live stream. A bit of a later one today than I had planned, mainly because one, my brother was moving today. He's currently probably still in the middle of his plane trip down to Florida. Yeah, he plans on starting up a business over there, so I'm certain that'll be fun. Stream's lagging for me. Hang on, let me just check. Okay, bitrate is still at a stable 4,000, so it's not me. But yeah, that combined with a few distractions, I'd say, kind of slowed me down. But nonetheless, I'm gonna see if I can get some more progress in on Spyro: A Hero's Tale. Where were we here since the last time we played? We were previously exploring coastal remains. We had finished up the sunken ruin, or at least what we could do of sunken ruins. There's one thing we haven't found over there yet, mainly because, of course, we can't get over there yet. Because of an ability we don't have and can't get until way later on in the game. Never a fan of when the game does that, but alas, we don't really have much of a choice. I mean, unless there's like some glitch I can use to get up there, which maybe there's some glitches out there somewhere. Welcome back, Princess Jackie, now on YouTube. I don't know what it is, but zapping the Norks with the lightning breath is always just funny to me. Alright, we still have a few more dark gems to go until we can access that. Let's see, can we afford anything at Moneybags' shop at this time? I didn't really pay too much attention to my gem count. It does not look like it. Yeah, we already have that ability. We do already have the keychain, don't we? Yeah, we already have the keychain. We don't need another one of those. Well, we can't get another keychain. So we have that. I'm gonna have to keep track of all that I'm still able to buy, because I think all the big upgrades I have already purchased. Okay, back here again. Did you watch it? Yeah, I sent it. You it was like something about something in Tomodachi Life where he gave someone an allowance or something. That's probably wrong in terms of what it was about, but I couldn't fully grasp exactly what the video was supposed to be about. Sorry for not fully understanding. Nonetheless, neat video. Alright, anyway, so we've destroyed all the dark gems here in Coastal Remains and the Sunken Ruins, leaving one more area we have not found yet, and is also the area where we'll find the next Dragon Elder. Right over here. First off, we got some gems in here. Oh, that's a 10er gem. Well, How many gems are the yellow gems worth in this game? Because it's pretty obvious to me that the value of some of these gems have been altered. Give me $10,000 to go to space. Well, I hope they have a good time in space. Ha, you missed. Oh, the super head bash actually got him. And smashed the hut. Nice. Okay, that's the way forward. First, we want to head over here, though, to a little challenge we have over here to reach a light gem. Oh, we take damage from that? Okay. Apparently that causes us to take damage. Oh, right, the switch was over here. Anyway, wait, what do you doubt, Princess Jackie? I lost track of... Well, anyway... That is something to think about now. It's like, how expensive would it be to, like, buy the ability to go to space? Whether it be by yourself or, like, from becoming a properly trained astronaut. Yeah, just something to think about. Anyway, we got a bit of hole-spinning platforming action here. Oh. And take a break for the light gem. Me is having fun in space, just slowly drifting with a... Oh yeah, yeah, because I think something happened that I couldn't finish it on YouTube. Or no, on Discord. But I think I saw the video on Discord. But yeah, it's out in space now. Never to be seen again. Not sure if I'm in the mood to buy anything right now. And here we are. This is gonna be the platform that rises us up to the other realm. Well, I mean, it'll be fine as long... What was that? And how did I take, like, double damage from that? I'm a bit confused. Alright, here we are. Hello there. Ooh, knocked them all three of them over at once. Well, I can only finish head bashing one of them. Well, let's see if I can quick get this one before... Nope. It is cool that even when they have armor, I can use Lightning Breath to stun those guys. And get this. We got another platforming segment is what we've got. Leading to a light gem. I think that's all the light gems I can... Well, there's one more we haven't found yet, but that one we're lacking the ability needed. Who knows, maybe, me will land on an amazing planet or something. If they can somehow survive getting burnt up by falling into the atmosphere. Pride, flowers, turquoise, transgender, added Pride Month emojis. I'm not seeing it on Restream. Hang on. While we're moving over to the next round, let me see what that looks like on YouTube. It's not showing it on Restream for some reason. Let me see here. Over to the next round. Let me see what that looks like. And added Pride Month emojis. Okay. Ah, we're here. That was quicker than I thought. I mean, if you're a fan of Pride Month, enjoy it, I guess. Me personally, though, I don't see what the big deal is. But sure, enjoy. Okay, still not quite interested in getting anything yet from here. And I mean, like, when it comes to acknowledging stuff like that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, I'd say. It's just interesting how it's like, it goes on for the entire month. That, you know, that reminds me of a meme that I saw the other day. Maybe I'll send it to you on Discord later when I'm not streaming, but there's basically been a meme talking about how, like, so recently, I think like either 1 or 2 weeks ago, Memorial Day happened. And it was like joking about the fact that, like a holiday like Memorial Day designed to like acknowledge war veterans only goes on for like, what was that? In that, like, the holiday only goes on for 1 day, while, like, this entire, like, for some reason, day, like, a time of the year where we acknowledge, like, Pride Month and, like, stuff like it, goes on for, like, an entire month, which does, when you think about it like that, does seem kind of unfair, don't you think? Ah, I shouldn't have tried to do that. You could still hear Spyro falling in it. Oh, now I get him after falling to my death. I'm questioning, like, with where we're currently standing, and, like, with how high we up are in the sky, it is interesting to question, like, where Spyro would land. I mean, considering the fact that Spyro's a dragon and can glide and stuff, you'd think that Spyro would just be able to, like, easily soften the landing and survive just fine. Memorial Day is called something else over here in Australia. Really? Okay. And I don't think it's just Memorial Day either. There's probably plenty of other, like, acknowledgement holidays that probably only go on for 1 day, which makes Pride Month lasting only a month, or lasting an entire month, seem unfair. Alright, 40 light gems. I think that is enough to power the professor's gadget that we learned about as far back as, like, the start of the game. Should I grab that? Well, not yet, because I'm certain I still have plenty of space for the extra lightning breath ability. And I forget what I was saying. Alright, and over here. Strong doors are made of reinforced steel. These doors can only be destroyed while using Supercharge Gadget or by a blast from a cannon shell. Okay. Now, money bags. Okay, here we are. This is exactly what we were looking for. Of course, I'll check out in there in a moment. First, let's see what's going on over here. Am I the only one? Well, I only recently started the stream, so it'll probably be a while till some people show up, and it's also at a pretty late time of day in my time zone. So we now have the Supercharge Gadget activated, which, similar to previous Spyro games, grants us the Supercharge. I do... voice crack. I do feel like, a bit late game to be getting the Supercharge Gadget. I mean, with how we've been collecting light gems, I am in a position where I did get it pretty early. Like, get it activated. So it's, like, until, I'd say, like, a bit of a further ways into the game. that you're intended to have the supercharged gadget activated by having enough light gems.
I hear you. Excuse me. Oh, it's me.
Because, yeah, now that we have enough light gems...
About Red.
Well, yeah, but everyone seems to be avoiding the issue. Can you tell me any more
First,
about
let's listen to the Dragon Elder.
Jim? I don't know any Jim, but Red ended up being banished from the Order of Dragons for his terrible crimes. I've not seen him in years.
Question is, what are his terrible crimes?
Until he turned evil, then we drifted apart. You know how it is, like ships in the sky. Do you know that you could deflect some projectiles with your wings by using them as a kind of shield? Fold your wings in front of you like this. Do you like origami? This will allow you to deflect blunt objects. Bear in mind, Spyro, sharp objects will still be able to penetrate your wings and harm you. Hello?
Okay, so avoid sharp objects, but we can block projectiles now. So this is something that we kind of had back in Enter the Dragonfly, except it's properly perfected now, if you ask me, because back in Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, there was only like one level where the ability was necessary, and then you like never needed it ever again. So like here we can reflect these guys as boomerangs, reflecting it back at them and taking them out. Ah! No! No, 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 no! I would say that is a bit of an annoyance of mine with this game, is the fact that, unlike previous Spyro games, they've reversed the positioning of the charge and fire button. But as I was saying before that happened, where was I? Oh yeah, now that we have roughly the 40 light gems, we technically don't need to collect any more light gems in the game. We only need the 40 to activate the supercharged gadget. I mean, yeah, we needed some others to activate other gadgets, but there's no other gadgets the professor's going to activate anytime soon, so we only need to activate the supercharged, we only need to collect more light gems to access some more optional areas, as well as, of course, for full completion. In terms of going for all 100 light gems. Okay, that was a good shot. Take that, and I will grab this light gem over here. So yeah. Of course, since, with how I've been going about the Spyro Marathon, I'm obviously gonna make it the rule that we gotta go for full completion. Oh, how did you respawn? Oh, right, because I died earlier. That's right. Alright. I think there were some strong chests that could be reached, back here. Can I take this guy out with super... I can take him out... me having to deal with that guy prevented me from reaching those chests in time. Alright, we'll get him. Made it! Alright, so that is pretty much everything we can do over here for now. We actually have to go backwards to an area we had previously unlocked but couldn't really go down yet. I will admit, as a kid, and not having the best understanding of the layout of the Cloudy Domain, me not realizing I was supposed to go back here prevented me from really being able to make much progress here in the Cloudy Domain. That's kind of a shame, because, like, we've only, like, I'd say explored, not even sure if I could say we explored half of the Cloudy Domain yet. How did that count as a miss? Spyro screaming while still following. Alright, let's...
Feel free to browse my fine wares, Spyro. And spend.
Oh! I can't buy any more Ball Lightning magazines. I have them all now. So I guess I'll buy some more of these. So that's interesting to know that we have all the ones... Like, we're at max with that. Okay. Alright, let's not mess this up this time. Some of the platforming here is pretty tight, I gotta say. I mean, it's definitely possible since I have 100%ed this game a couple of times in the past. So it's definitely possible. Okay, a Flame Egg. I'm not sure what else to say about this game at the moment. Other than the basic details we already know, which is our main quest of destroying the Dark Gems and stopping Red. Yeah, that's fine, Jackie. I think I've said about all I wanted to say. But yeah, I remember last year in terms of, like, there was a ton of Pride Month memes where it was, like, making fun of, like, everything being all rainbows and stuff when June starts. Take it down. I'm gonna have to wait for that to come back. Oh, here it comes. Oh boy, these platforms. Well, I missed an enemy, but it's a good thing that gems in this game are just a currency rather than actually, like, required for completion this time around, because otherwise, yeah, this game would be... Well, I guess since I know where all the chests are, I guess not too difficult to complete, but I'm certain there would be some difficulties, for sure. At least I know where everything is. Oh, there we go. Have you seen Opera GX's Pride Month logo? It's not a rainbow. I mean, I know there's probably different versions. I think I remember there was like one on Twitter where... I forget how it goes, but it was like one on Twitter. Sure, why not? Where it was like, I think supposed to like combine all these different cultures or something into like one flag, and it was, I'm not sure how to explain it unless I like take the time to directly send you the tweet, which that's something I'm gonna wait until after the stream, because I mean unless I'm in the mood to keep streaming, I'm probably not gonna be streaming for too long today. I'm not sure what a good stopping point today would be, because I want to stop at a point where I know I'll have enough time to, like, finish the game, probably next live stream. Yeah, you can block this guy's attacks. Failed to escape that. Yeah, these platforms are kind of weird. Okay, I guess I'm not doing anything about that. Deal with that. And, oh! Okay, maybe... Because I think it's possible to wait for the Okay, no, it's not. Image of Opera. Alright, I'll go ahead and let you show me. Go ahead, send it to me on Discord. Let's see what we got. Is this guy still trying to fire at me? I'm not busy with you right now. Okay, so it was a bit difficult to reach this. That's fine. Huh. Oh, I don't know why, but there's something about that sound effect that just makes me laugh. Alright, we gotta wait for those platforms to come back, because, yeah, for some reason, like, this is technically 3 different platforms right here. And, like, depending on which radius of the platform you step on first, like, can factor into what part of the platform disappears first. So you kind of have to think about, like, what parts you want to step on and, like, which ones are about to disappear. Bit of an interesting system. Alright, we survived. Now we're gonna continue down this way. You missed! Deal with you. But yeah, I'll be waiting to see the picture on Discord. See what you got to show me here. Oh, those go up and... Well, no one told me that would happen. Well, great. I'm gonna have to deal with those guys again now. Alright, did you send it? Oh, yes, you did send it to me. And it is... Okay, it took me to their user account. But I mean, it's, I mean, I guess it technically counts. I gotta... Hey, I was busy looking at images. Oh, I can reach him from the platform without having to jump. Alright, get out of here. Oh, am I gonna... Oh, just barely made that jump. Oh, I took them both out at the same time. Does this guy see me? Oh, yes, he does. And down that guy goes. Okay, so that one, like, goes up and down. So I gotta be ready for it to go up. No, I don't want to have to deal with those guys again, so I'm gonna have Zoe zap me first. Pick this up. Get onto here so we can get out of here. Oh, that was pretty good. Up next. Oh, this part. So... I will say, compared to all the other parts of this game, this one is a bit more obvious that it's, like, literally based off a platforming segment that was in Jak and Daxter. Oh, I can take those birds out. Yeah, this is literally just, like, a similar mechanic that was in another platforming collectathon style game, which was Jak and Daxter. I can't reach them at the moment. Not that's a big deal. I got plenty of health. I love their Pride Month logo because when I saw it, I giggled like I never thought Opera would do that. It was so unexpected, I laughed. I mean, everyone has different standards. I mean, like, you got someone like me who, you know, doesn't like using swear words at all or anything of the sort, like, on stream and stuff. And even, like, offline, like, in my own life, I usually prefer not to use swear words. I mean, I can think about them in my head, but I won't actually say them out loud. That's a bit of a moral I have. So some people, they have different standards, and sometimes I guess it can be interesting when someone breaks their usual standards. If it's something that's, like, never happened before. Oh, hi there. How did that miss? And how did he not see me? Okay. Okay, no, he does see me now, because he's... No! Come on! I have to do all of that all over again. You know, this was cool back in Jak and Daxter 1 because it was in a fairly small area. But here it's like... You gotta be at this for a while. Maybe I'll take this route, seeing how there's literally nothing over here. But man, like... I do think with how far of a distance you have to go with this part can be a bit tedious. Hey, Jedi Hoyman Gamer, welcome to the stream. So yeah, in case you didn't hear on Discord, just Jedi, my brother recently moved out like just today. He's moved out, and he's gonna be moving down to Florida to start up a business. So yeah, I'm certain that his business will go great. Yeah. So it does mean, since my parents are out, helping him, like, move into his new place. Not gonna stay very long. For probably another half an hour. Yep, I saw that. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm glad that you made it, Jedi. What kind of business? I don't think I asked him about that yet. Okay, we're almost over there. So the torture is almost over. I'm just gonna ignore you. Oh, that's right, we got a thief here. I probably could have flamed him there while he was still shocked that I made it over here, but oh well. Oh, what kind of biz? Oh, I read that already. Ha, didn't it? Did the game slow down just now? Okay, so I can't take... Oh, now it goes through the doors. Try to juke him. Ah, I thought that would work. I guess not. Oh, I'm so close to catching up to him. Come on. Gotcha. Do you have an opening for hang out again at my parents, since your parents are... So, in terms of my weekend plans, this Saturday, I have made plans to spend time with my sister, since I have purchased another copy of one of the Spyro McDonald's games that is supposedly missing a component that's preventing it from working. So, like, I've purchased another one, and the one I purchased also isn't working. I hope it's just a battery issue this time, and I don't have to go buying another one and things still remain complicated. I just really hope I don't have to do it again. But anyway, that's my plan for tomorrow, is that me and my sister are going to do that, as well as watch some movies together that we are interested in watching. So it does mean my schedule for tomorrow is booked. And as for Sunday, I was considering doing an Elden Ring livestream on Sunday. Because the next livestream I had planned, I was planning on Elden Ring, but since this stream was so short because of the fact that, you know, I wanted to make sure I saw my brother out before I started the stream. It does make it to where I was considering doing an Elden Ring stream this Sunday, so unless I decide to cancel the Elden Ring stream on Sunday, it does mean that my schedule is booked for this weekend.
Go ahead, Spyro, if you've got money to spare.
Alright. If Mario and Sonic switched worlds, who do you think would survive the longest? Mario in the world of Sonic, or Sonic in the world of Mario? That is a good question. Because, I mean, Mario, in terms of the abilities that are there, he's no longer going to have access to his beloved 1-up, so he's going to be very limited on extra lives. I mean, same goes for Sonic as well, but at least Sonic's able to go fast. If I had to say who would survive longer, I could probably see Sonic surviving quite well in Mario's world, since Sonic would probably have no problem with a lot of the Mario enemies, considering Sonic's abilities and what he's been up against. Mario, like, he's not gonna have access to any of his usual power-ups, so, like, vanilla Mario is not gonna be that very powerful outside being able to jump on stuff, and considering the fact that he's up against, like, Eggman's robots and stuff, yeah, I don't see Mario getting very far. Hey, Freezing Time, welcome to the stream. So to repeat some things I had just said earlier, my brother had moved out today. He's heading down to Florida to start up his own business, so quite a ways across the nation. So yeah, it's one of the reasons, combined with some other distractions, that caused me to start the stream very late today. You could probably get the shields. I mean, maybe, but still though, Mario's still gonna be very lacking in abilities even with shields. Alright, we now have what I would easily consider to be the hardest of all the Sergeant Bird missions. And for good reason, as I will explain. I'm missing some rings. So, there are a variety of reasons why I consider this to be, above all, the hardest of all the Sergeant Bird mini-games. And I will explain them all in... I will explain it in due time. For now, let's just start off with the usual easy mode. That it always likes starting off with... Oh, geez, that is a very ominous void below. Yeah, I saw you mention it on Discord. Yeah! So my brother's now moved out, and... Okay, I do not know what a good starting point is. I also gotta remember I still have speed boosters on. Oh, did I miss you? What the... And, of course, I started out going the wrong way, because now we got this guy all the way over here. Where'd he go? Ah, there he is. Okay, that guy's down. Up next, we got a cannon over here. Unlike other targets, for some reason we can't fire missiles at them. We have to take them out by firing bombs. I don't know why that's our only option of attack against the turrets, but it is, in my opinion, specifically these turrets that are the main reason why I consider this to be the hardest of all the Sergeant Bird missions. Now, the easy mode of this is, well, easy still. But I will get to better explaining as to why I consider this the hardest one. Because there is a lot to talk about with this. Oh, hey, eagles. That is the second to last one. Another speed booster over here. Hey, hey. Okay, deal with that. There is only one of those left. Did I see another eagle up here? My eyes could have deceived me there, but I thought I saw what looked like another eagle. I guess I was seeing things. Alright, now the question is, where is the last eagle, the last time gate? Oh, there it is. And, wait, did I see the last... Okay, I hear the last turret, I think somewhere up here. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Come on. Down it goes. Alright, now I just need to find the... Ah, there it is. Alright, so easy mode is still relatively easy, but it is hard mode that you have to worry about. And you'll see why when we get to it here.
Here you go, Spyro. This egg should go great.
So, how about while we're all here, why don't I talk about my work week? This was a rather interesting work week. In that, well, due to some parts shortages, we're currently running a bit low on certain parts. So it kind of left us in a position where the line I'm used to ended up getting shut down for a while. So until we get some more parts in, they basically had us working in a different line now. Which is not a big problem. One thing that's made it interesting, though, is that I'm not sure how to best explain it. Alright. Yeah, you have to go up there to get that ring. Like, something you probably wouldn't normally think to do, but that is something you have to do to get one of the rings. Is, like, once you finish exiting that tunnel, just go directly upwards like that. Something most people probably would never think to do, but it is something you can do. So yeah, there's that. And then, what else do I have to talk about? Oh, we got a turret over here. Oh yeah, I think if this is what I think it is not. What's that sound effect I just heard? Alright, did I get him, or am I gonna have to... No, I'm gonna have to use another bomb. I am partially unsure if we're gonna take everything down this run. So we're still missing quite a few things, and... Alright, I hear a turret, I think, over here. Yep, we got one up here. That Sergeant Bird, what are you doing? And then... So yeah, things are a bit laid out in a strange perspective that can be quite confusing to figure out. Do you think, Bowser... Ah! Stupid turret. Let me hit the... Okay, I'm getting annoyed at these turrets shooting me down. And this is the only Sergeant Bird minigame that these guys are in, so... Already you can sort of see what bothers me. Okay, so that's quite a few of the turrets taken out now. There is one we have not found yet, though. And you guys are not going to be happy about where it's located. And it is one of the main reasons why I consider this to be the hardest of all the Sergeant Bird minigames, is the location of that final turret that we have not found yet. So I gotta get through this quickly, because we have 1 minute remaining to find it. Once I deal with all these guys. Okay, so we just have to find that last turret, and then we're done here. I think it's up here, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Yeah, all the way up here. How would anyone think to look all the way up there for that final turret? That is one of the main reasons. I have had attempts as a kid where I'd find just about everything, but I could not find that final turret. And obviously, with you being quite limited on time to find everything scattered across the level, that is easily the hardest Sergeant Bird minigame. Like, all the others, in my opinion, are nowhere near as difficult. Excuse me. We don't have to play this again, but just because I want to show this off. So, as a kid, one of the things that me and my siblings would enjoy doing just for fun in this minigame is the fact that this is the only place in the Cloudy Domain where it just has an ominous lurking void down below. So it's always been a funny thing to just watch Sergeant Bird fall into the void below. Just, bye Sergeant Bird. I don't know why that's funny, but that's just something we find funny. Anyway, back to your question, Princess Jackie. It sort of depends on, like, if Bowser... It sort of varies, because, like, it could factor into, like, are power-ups involved, or is it just, like, a one-on-one fist fight? Because if we're just talking about, like, a one-on-one fist fight, like, no gadgets, no power-ups, Bowser would totally win with his fire breath, and, like, obviously much more brawny compared to Eggman. Now, if we're talking, like, power-ups and abilities, that's where things get a bit more interesting, because now, like, you think about all the different abilities we've seen Bowser use, whether it would be certain gadgets or... Oh, that's right, we need a wall kick surface to get to this light gem, meaning that we have to come back to this place later. Yes, this level has backtracking. I do think out of all the areas in this game, Cloudy Domain is easily my least favorite place in the game. For a variety of reasons. Of course, the obvious reason being that, of course, it's just very out of place in what would otherwise be a wonderful, like, beach and, like, coastal-themed major realm. But also, just how tight some of the platforming can get here and some, like, the backtracking. And again, having the worst Sergeant Bird minigame, in my opinion. Anyway, back to the subject of Eggman. Sorry to veer away from what we were talking about. Because, like, I mean, Eggman has had a variety of machines from, I mean, like, his basic machines in the classic days, combined with, like, some more unique ability-driven ones, like, that one he had, that, like, penultimate fight against him, where you, like, before you fight Dark Gaia, where you, like, some sort of machine that harnesses Dark Gaia's power, from what I remember. And then there's, yes, we can open up a shortcut here. And then there's, of course, like, the Mega Wisp armor, and probably other abilities that I have not heard about yet from games that I have not played. Mainly because I don't play too many Sonic games. So Eggman has a variety of gadgets up his sleeve that does boast him quite some power. Now, another thing to consider is the fact that Bowser has had quite a few power-ups of his own throughout the years that has given him power. On top of my head, the only ones that come to mind are, like, his cat suit from Super Mario 3D World, as well as, like, his his immensely powerful dream form that he takes in Mario and Luigi Dream Team. That one, I mean, that form, regardless of what technology Eggman uses, Bowser, I feel like Dream Bowser would still totally crush him. And then, of course, we talk about all the times that Bowser has gotten big, in which you'd probably easily be able to crush Eggman. So I feel like regardless of which perspective you have it at, I do feel like things lean a bit more towards Bowser winning. Now, that could be just a biased opinion, because of the fact that I haven't played too many Sonic games to really have a full grasp on Eggman's abilities. So yeah, in terms of a pure battle of brawn, I feel like Bowser would win. Now, maybe if we're factoring other things, like factoring all their minions, with Eggman having a battalion of robots, and, like, Bowser, of course, having the Koopa army at his disposal, it would be kind of interesting, because where Bowser has, like, pure brawn, Eggman, like, he's a smart guy, and he'd probably find a way to, like, even, like, maybe enslave Eggman's minions into machines that, like, it could get to a point... Oh, come on! We're so close! 2, 1, it is right there! Oh, I just barely missed it! Is it okay? There are like 5 restream links in the description? I don't know what Restream does with my descriptions sometimes. Is that because, like, I normally don't pay attention to that, so I have no idea how that works. If you think that's a problem, I can try deleting some of the Restream links. So yeah, in terms of, like, a full-scale army battle, I do feel like Eggman would easily overpower Bowser's fortress, and, like, would then, at that point, be able to take out Bowser in terms of sheer numbers at that point. That, even with all the forms Bowser has, then maybe, obviously, Eggman would win. So yeah, that's one win for Eggman from, like, a full-scale, all-out army warfare. But in terms of, like, a pure one-on-one battle, regardless if it's just a simple base abilities or, like, with all the abilities they've had throughout the games, that would go to Bowser. I don't think it's a problem, it just looks a little bit strange. I mean, I could take a look at it at some point and see if there's a way I can edit that. Here's another interesting battle idea. Who would win in a fight between Peppino and Mario and they have all abilities. I mean, it would be sort of interesting to see. That kind of reminds me of a... I'm not sure if I showed it yet, but I think there was a video I found where it was like Peppino versus... It was like an animation where it was like Peppino versus Wario. Considering the fact that, like, both have games with similar gameplay styles, so, like, it could work. Alright, I need to pay attention here so I don't miss this again. Yeah, I'll admit this ball gadget mission is also kind of hard. I wouldn't say it's terrible, though. Like, trying to, within a set time limit, try and beat this. There's a bit of a unique challenge to it. Still pretty tight on time, though, for a kid's game, if you ask me. So yeah, like, for an area as early as you enter the Cloudy Domain, I do think it's, like, easily one of, if not the most difficult area in the game. And if not difficult, then at least tedious in some way, I could say. Alright, slipped through all that just fine. Just went right around. And we got it! Yeah! Now we gotta do this again for a light gem. We're given a little bit more time than just 1 minute, but we're still... Things are gonna get a bit more interesting this time around, as you'll see eventually. Ha! Managed to... Okay, still got kind of slowed down there. I thought that was a pretty good maneuver, though. We're going left at this route now instead of the usual right. Oh, how did that not emerge yet? Oh, come on! Oh, I hope that doesn't cost me the run. What? I slowed down? What was that? Keep thinking of who would win questions one moment. I initially thought of an idea like that, where someone just makes a Twitter account that's just called Who Would Win, and it... Oh, whoops. Where it's just called Who Would Win, and it, like, shows, like, the Wii Sports Boxing, like, versus image. And it shows just, like, 2 random characters, and that's just, like, every post is just that, but, like, with a different set of characters each time. So, like, we could have characters that you could see, like, fight against each other, like, the Radiance from Hollow Knight versus Galeem from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, something like that. Or, there could be a variety of, ideas, I'd say. Alright, I made it that time. Because, yeah, I could keep going with... Oh, come on. No. No slowdowns, please. Okay, I forget where we are. Okay. I think we're back in familiar territory now. I just need to get to the end alive. I forget what were some good ideas I had. Because again, I've had ideas like that before, so it's just always interesting to think about. Come on, Spyro, keep moving, we're so close. Come on. Oh, why is there so many paths? We're almost at the end, just a little bit farther. Come on. Alright, go. The light gem is dead ahead, come on! 4, 3, got it! Yeah! No, I'm good, that's all we can get from this ball gadget minigame. Alright. And to top things off, the exit is right back towards the start of the Cloudy Domain. So we're just able to go ahead and get off now and head back down to the coastal remains. Although, yeah, to save time, I'm gonna use Moneybags' teleporter. And just buy teleportation back to Moneybags' coastal depot. So I believe we have 20 Dark Gems destroyed, meaning that we can now go fight the boss. Alright, this is it. Boss time. I don't think my breath types are going to be too useful in this fight. considering how we damaged the boss. This is definitely one of the more interesting bosses in the game, I'd say. Because unlike the other bosses, I would say this is the only, like, one of the few unique bosses in the game, as you'll see. Alright, here we go.
You must be Spyro.
This is Neptune, is who we're up against.
Huh?
Which is
Normally people
clearly...
I fight say I'm smaller than they expected. You know, they're trying to psych me
First, let's
out.
listen to this.
Oh, I guess I just assumed dragons were tiny. You know, I spend all my time in the water, so I don't get to see a lot of dragons.
Spyro. But yeah, it's pretty obvious in this boss fight that, like, this is clearly just meant to be, like, some Ursula wannabe. I will admit, as a boss, like, it doesn't really... I mean, boss concept-wise doesn't stand out too much. I do think, attack-wise, though, it's a fairly complete boss fight. Well, I say that, but majority of the time it's just you avoiding these, which I don't even know how this is an attack Neptune's doing, because the actual attacks that Neptune herself does isn't all that interesting. So I guess this is one of the weaker bosses in the game, in my opinion. And then, yeah, so she'll just whip out some sort of, like, barf attack. And then you just gotta wait for her to, like, decide to just take a nap mid-fight, and then just go in, charge her, like, belt that has a... Not sure if that's meant to be, like, a dark gem, or if, like, what that's supposed to be. The game never really bothers to explain, like, any of the lore of any of these bosses or anything, so, we never really understand, like, why Red's evil, or why some of these bosses, like Nasty Nork and Neptune here, are working for Red. It's never really explained. And it's definitely one of the main reasons why I consider this to be, like, some of the bosses to be kind of weak from a story perspective, because it's like, it sort of feels like we just have a boss here, like, just for the sake of having a boss fight. I was going to ask who naps during a boss fight, but then I remembered Sans. Honestly, yeah, because, like, it's when Sans is napping that's, like, we get our opening to attack. Well, I say that, but he, like, dodges the first attack. It's when he, like, doesn't expect the second attack where we attack without even pressing the fight button that he's, like, not ready to dodge that one and gets hit. While here, though, we're actually landing a hit on them while they're napping. So in a way, Sans is capable of avoiding attacks even while napping. We know that. It's just that, because, again, yeah, as I just said, the reason why he gets hit by the attack he gets hit by is because, like, the character attacks him without even pressing the fight button again. Because you'll notice, like, in all the other encounters after Sans, like, we attack Asgore and Fly without even pressing the fight button. So that's, like, our first instance of, like, us actually attacking, even though we didn't even initiate the attack button. Like, the game was deciding for us, basically. So it's like, we made our choice, we know what we want, take them down. Okay, things are getting a bit interesting here. I gotta pay attention. So technically, from a napping perspective in the middle of a fight, not a big deal for Sans, since he is still capable of getting out of the way when he knows he's like subconsciously still knows you're gonna attack. Oh, that actually hit me. I thought I was doing a good job getting out of the way. Oh, and in case you're wondering, no, you can't use the wing block to block her projectiles when she's, like, throwing those balls of whatever that is. It's like Frisk just had enough and said, that's it, no more turn back. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Sans was in a way kind of cheating by, like, having a special attack just be, my turn lasts forever. If I don't attack, then, like, if I don't take my turn, then, like, my turn just lasts forever. So since Sans was breaking the rules, Frisk decided to also break the rules, basically. Also, I'm doing quite well. Outside of that one time I got hit by the projectile, I'm doing quite well in this fight so far. I wasn't expecting to have this easy of a time. Yeah. In a way, yeah. Basically breaking the rules. Oh, is that thing, like, partially home in? I never noticed that. Yeah, channeling the inner Luigi of Luigi winning by doing absolutely nothing. Okay, I actually got hit there. Well, I actually got hit. Luckily, there was a butterfly right there for me to pick up, so it's almost like I never took the hit at all. Which is, that'd be an interesting who would win concept. Luigi, trying to win by doing absolutely nothing, or Metapod.
Oh, no! What happened? I can't believe I was defeated by a pygmy pipsqueak so tiny I couldn't even see him with a microscope.
Okay, see, now you're just overacting.
Spyro, thank you for releasing me. As a token of my gratitude, I will grant you the power of water breath.
Yay!
Oh, cool, another breath.
Most useless ability in the
You
game.
can use your water breath to move some objects,
You'll see what I mean.
solve puzzles, and slow down some enemies. You can also use it to add water to dehydrated foods.
What foods exactly are dehydrated? Also, yay, the water is no longer poisonous, so we can actually swim in it without instantly dying. Yeah, this is honestly one of the cooler boss arenas, just because of the fact that, like, as we play the game, the water level adjusts. Is that from the attacks? That is weird. I'm not sure if that was an emulation issue. We can also see the bottom of the battlefield. The boss is complaining about how she lost, but she's the one who kept falling asleep. Yeah, exactly. Mid-battle, yeah, exactly. But I do like how, unlike previous areas where they, like, remain mostly the same, we're actually able to fully explore, like, the entire underwater section of the boss arena. Making this, in my opinion, my favorite boss arena in the game. It's a shame that once we leave, we can never come back unless we use, like, glitches, because it cannot defeat enemies. It can only be used to hold them back. Water breath is also used to activate specific water devices. So here we have, like, some water wheels that we use to open the door here. But yeah, like, once those wheels stop spinning and we're on the other side of this, press the right directional button to select the water breath. Yep, so we can still sit. And with that, the door is closed. We can never go back into that boss arena. I am a bit annoyed by the fact that, like, yeah, I get that we've beaten the boss and all, so we have no reason to go back in there, but at the same time, even as a kid and still now, I've always been disappointed by the fact that, like, once you're done fighting a boss, you can never go back into the boss arena ever again once you leave. It's always disappointed me as a kid, and it still does now. But yeah, as the description just said back there, this is easily the most useless breath in the game, simply because of the fact that you can't even, like, use it, basically, on enemies. It only slows down enemies, it doesn't actually hurt them like fire and lightning do. So its only useful moments are powering the contraptions needed for it, and maybe a couple of areas in the game where it's legitimately useful. Other than that, though, this is a mostly useless power-up. Like you can see here, Does nothing to these guys. Basically useless. So yeah. Something that annoys me with this power-up. Anyway, before I move on to the next world, now that we've beaten the boss. Yep, as always, by beating the boss, we've unlocked a new realm in the teleporter. Before we do that, though, we can power this contraption here to get up to this light gem. There we go, granting us another light gem. With that, that is everything we can do in Coastal Remains. Still some stuff we can do in Cloudy Domain and Sunken Ruins once we get our hands on the wall jump ability. But again, we don't have that ability yet, so we can't go back there yet. Would win a fight between, SpongeBob and Jimmy Neutron. I mean, SpongeBob is a sponge, and as we've clearly seen on the show, SpongeBob can easily regenerate any damage taken. And, like, obviously, if it's underwater, well, maybe Jimmy Neutron, with his geniusness, could find a way to breathe underwater. But even so, Jimmy Neutron would be at a complete disadvantage underwater. Since, like, considering the capabilities SpongeBob has under the water, SpongeBob is basically invincible. Especially with the fact that, like, he can easily grow parts of him back. Like, we've seen, like, episodes where he's just ripped his arms and legs off and, like, easily grew them back. Now, if we were fighting in, like, Jimmy Neutron's turf, obviously that would be on the surface. SpongeBob would not stand a fighting chance since there's a lack of water oxygen, or whatever sea sponges absorbed it. Basically a lack of water. And as we've seen, whenever SpongeBob is inside Sandy's place, there ain't no water. Have you seen Jimmy and Timmy? I actually have not. You gotta remember that I grew up with regular TV, not cable television, so the only times I've ever gotten to watch, like, cable TV shows is whenever I go to my grandma's, who have cable TV, or whenever we're visiting, like, the neighbors, they also have cable TV. Other than that, yeah, I haven't really grown up much on cable TV, so I don't have a whole lot to talk about when it comes to cable TV shows. I've seen a few good ones, and if I wanted to, I could probably, like, utilize the power of the internet to find some shows and stuff to watch. Anyway, back to the game. We're gonna teleport to the Icy Wilderness Realms.
What is going on around here? Do I have to deal with Spyro myself? He'll be on his way here looking for me soon. Let me think. Yes, I suppose I could always release my other guardian. Albrecht has quite a few tricks up his sleeve that will give Smarty Pants Spyro a run for his money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's his name? Like, Benson? I think his name was.
You big
It's Benson.
Stand guard over there and make sure nobody gets past you. If you let me down, you know what will happen.
Alright, we've made it to the next area.
Now, here you are on the beautiful but cold, icy wilderness. You should head to the Ice Citadel.
How are you shivering, Professor, when, like, it's just a holographic message? Yeah, okay, you got what I was referencing, Jackie. Once again, another force field right off the bat. This time we need to destroy 30 dark gems in order to get in here. And, you got another shop here, Moneybags, okay.
I was was thinking of freezing my prices. But then I thought better of it. Anyway, come inside where it's warm and spend some of those lovely gems with me.
Gotcha. As always, same stuff to buy from Moneybags' shop. Wait. Oh, I bought all the fire bombs. Okay. Or all the magazines for them. Okay, so... I've almost purchased everything from the shop, basically. So the only thing left to purchase now is some of these.
Ooh, that really is.
Not sure how many of these I can buy, but I'm just gonna buy as many. And I already bought them all.
That really is a good choice.
I'm running out of things to buy at the shop here. I suppose I could start buying the butterfly jar, which is a consumable item that, like, whenever Sparks runs out of health, the jar will instantly restore Sparks back to full health. Kind of like Mipha's Grace from Breath of the Wild, in a way. Not too many places that we can explore here. I think it's possible for us to burn the snow, or charge the snowman, if I remember correctly. That is something we can do in the game. Right, this, thing over here.
Hello there. You must be Spyro.
Yes.
The area behind me is protected by a very clever security system that, may I add, I personally designed myself. Ugh. Something complex that those brainless Norks would never figure out. But I bet a dragon of your skill and intellect would do it in no time. Ooh. Okay, cut to the chase. What do I need to do? Oh, just activate all electric switches in this area within the time limit and the gate will open. It's actually as simple as that, really. Nothing complex at all. Maybe the Norks could have figured that one out.
Maybe, but they don't have the technology to activate the switches, I don't think.
Do you want to give it a go, Spyro?
Well, of course, we're gonna have to activate them all anyway, so let's get to it. We got 6 switches, total. And Spyro, move. See the question. Hang on, I'm in the middle of activating switches right now. I'll get to the question in a moment. I am in the middle of activating switches at the moment. Because we don't have much time to activate them all. Oh, I have to get all the way up there. Come on. Then... Oh, I actually forget where the last one is at. I know this one is over here. But where was that last one hiding? Oh yeah, it was behind these trees, was it? Oh no, it's literally right next to him. Alright, even though you haven't seen it, who do you think would win in a fight between Timmy Turner or Jimmy Neutron? Well, once again, it's back to the context that I mentioned with Bowser. If it's just them alone, in which, in a one-on-one, like, fist fight or something, probably Jimmy Neutron, I feel like. Again, though, I could be wrong. Now, if we're talking, like, abilities, I would think it would, like, still be Jimmy Neutron. Well, actually, because, like, now we're talking abilities, and, like, obviously Jimmy Neutron, he's got, like, the science and abilities and stuff, but considering the fact that Jimmy Neutron has the aid of getting wishes granted from the Fairly Odd Parents, where he's able to wish for anything, anytime, and as many wishes as he'd like, it makes it to where he could just wish to have his victory guaranteed, and that would score a win for Jimmy Neutron. Okay, we're going over here from the water wheel. Then, what are we up to here? There's the wait, what's the rules? I mean, because, like, you mentioned this based off a fist fight where it's like, we never brought up any rules. Oh, what is that? Timmy has a rule book, so he can't wish for anything. Really? So, like, what do these rules limit him from, like, being able to wish for? From the small number of episodes I have seen of Fairly Odd Parents, I've seen Timmy Turner be able to wish for a lot of things. So, like, what do these rules prevent him from being able to wish for exactly? Alright, we got a dark gem over here. Did that not drop any treasure at all? Murder, death, and I can't remember that many of the rules. Okay, maybe not murder, but he could still do something to, like, ensure victory, such as, like, granting him... Like, maybe not direct being able to wish to harm people, but, like... he could still, like, wish for... Oh, did Timmy make a... ASDF Guy 76, welcome to the stream. So, to have context to what we're talking about, ASDF Guy, Princess Jackie over here on YouTube has brought up the question of who would win in a fight, Jimmy Neutron or, Timmy Turner. So, I was bringing up the context of, like, if it was just a one-on-one fist fight. I don't know the full context of both characters since, again, I never grew up on cable television. But, like, I would think that, Jimmy Neutron would win in, like, a one-on-one, like, either fist fight or something. That's just my thoughts, anyway. But in terms of, like, if we're talking about abilities, yeah, sure, Jimmy Neutron, I think, is probably some kind of genius that he could develop a lot of stuff, but, Timmy Turner has the ability to wish, like, have unlimited wishes from the Fairly Odd Parents. And now, from what Princess Jackie is talking about here, there's, like, a rule book that prevents him from being able to wish for anything he wants. So in terms of the limitations mentioned by these rules, it would mean that, like, he couldn't directly wish for instant victory in a fight against Jimmy Neutron. There are still ways he could win, though. Maybe even through, like, a way without directly killing Jimmy Neutron, like summoning some sort of powerful deity, or from a wish like that, or maybe wishing for, like, some strong weapons or something. Well, who knows? Maybe weapons is, like, another thing he can break in the rules. But also, maybe he could, like, wish for, like, a non-lethal means of taking out Jimmy Neutron, like being able to, like, lock him in a cage, mental illness. Wish to give Jimmy Neutron mental illness. Remember a rule, no cheating in competitions, but this is a fight, so I don't count that. Yes, but if we did count the fight as a competition, as, like, maybe like a boxing match or, like, wrestling or something, so in a way it could count as a competition. So that would make things a little bit more interesting. Oh yes, this minigame. Definitely one of the more interesting of the canon minigames. So yeah, that is an interesting thing to think about, like, if that was in that situation, that would mean that, like, he technically couldn't wish for some sort of advantage in a one-on-one fight against Jimmy Neutron. Which would theoretically mean that, yeah, it would still be the same thing as, like, the previously mentioned one-on-one fight, where Jimmy Neutron would still probably win. Well, actually, maybe not, like, gaining an well, no, I feel like wishing for being healed would still probably count as cheating in a competition. So, maybe not quite that. Now, that is if we count this fight as a competition. But, like, if it's an actual, if it's, like, not sport, it's, like, a fight to the death or something, where it's, like, pure survival or something, then maybe I guess it wouldn't count as a competition, in which then, Timmy Turner could make some wishes to be able to grant something that would, like, grant him an advantage in combat, then Timmy Turner would win. So within that context, that's, like, 3 different scenarios. 2 of them, Jimmy Neutron would win, and only if it was, like, a direct fight to the death and not for sport could it be possible for, like, Timmy Turner to get some beneficial wishes and be able to win. So I think from that contest, we have a scenario only in a fight to the death scenario could Timmy Turner win, but other scenarios where it's just fighting for sport, Jimmy Neutron would probably win.
Spyro, that gang of troublemakers has returned. Would you get rid of them for me? There's a light gem in it for you this time.
Yes, we'll deal with them again. That first one was too easy. So I think the harder version, it is going to be legitimately harder this time. Because I think the rate at which these enemies spawn in on screen, like, they actually come in pretty fast. So I gotta pay attention here, otherwise, yeah, I'm going down. Oh, did I not hit you? Oh, I did. Alright, I have to not look at chat for a moment. I gotta focus on the game for a brief moment. Oh, you're already throwing stuff at me. Okay, yeah, this is where it gets complicated, because they start sending both Yetis and the Eskimos at you at the same time, to where now you have a lot to pay attention to all at once. So yeah, that was quite a bit we had to pay attention to there. Where, yeah, it does get legitimately harder with all the different stuff you have to pay attention to, both up high and down low here. Thankfully, we have the radar to aid us, so we can get a idea on where things are at ahead of time. Okay, more Eskimos are coming in. I'm not too worried about the Yetis up above, since we can just shoot them down. I just gotta make sure I occasionally keep an eye out on the Yetis so they don't get a chance to throw any barrels at me. Okay, what's next? Okay, we got an Eskimo over here. We got a Yeti over here trying to shoot at me. Okay, honestly, I'm not having as hard of a time here as I thought I would. I just gotta make sure. That was close. Thankfully, you can shoot the projectiles they try to fire at you. So you can sort of, like, prevent getting hit by the projectiles they launch at you, whether it be the Eskimo spears or something else. Oh, is it just the Yetis now? Or is something else about to come in? Okay, more Eskimos, more Yetis up here. I'm doing well to keep up with the game here. Oh, did I not shoot you? Thought I did. I managed to get through that completely unscathed. Similar to the first time I did that. So far out of all the versions of the canon minigame, the one on the beach one has been the hardest one.
Thank you, Spyro. Here, take this light gem as a reward.
Also remembered another rule, no cheat. Oh wait, well, this is a fight, so I don't count that. Okay.
Is it safe yet, Spyro?
Now here's another interesting fight. Who would win? Classic Ben 10 or...
I'd stay here.
Okay, unlike the other cartoons where I at least have some context, I actually know nothing about Ben 10 outside of, like, name alone. So I am actually going to need some context here in terms of, like, their characters or something in order for me to bring forth a proper judgment. Otherwise, you're on your own to make a decision on who you think would win. I do like how, despite being technically the same enemies, the fact that the Norks get, like, unique designs in each major realm. Like, back in the first set of realms, they started with, like, generic bandit attire, and then in the Coastal Remains level, they had sort of like, I guess, like a Roman look to them, while also wielding, like, and now here, obviously, they're all decked down in, like, winter gear. I do like that sense of detail that, like, despite being the exact same enemies, they do some ways to make them stand out in each major set of realms. It's just neat, if you ask me. Okay, so classic Ben 10 is cocky and sometimes stubborn and selfish, but he has 10 aliens he can transform into, and he can only be an alien for 10 to 20 minutes before having to turn back and wait for the 10 to 20 cooldown. Okay, so with that given context, I would say maybe if this was a one-on-one fist fight without abilities, probably would be a win for maybe Ben 10. Now, if we're talking abilities, of course, yeah, he can transform into aliens. But at the same time, Jimmy Neutron is a smart guy. That would still probably, like, whether it would be gadgets or something, I would feel like would utilize a method to be able to achieve victory. So I still feel like if we're talking, like, with abilities, I feel like Jimmy Neutron would probably win. Alright, we've got the good old Blink minigame. I never look forward to these, but alas, we gotta do this.
I'm always up for a challenge.
So let's do it.
Aces in freezing cold. Love it. Should I explore below ground?
I mean, technically they're optional at this point since we have enough light gems to have all the gadgets powered. That going for light gems is completely optional at this point. And Dragon Eggs, well, Dragon Eggs have always been optional. So we technically have no reason to do this if you're just looking to finish the game. But since we're going for full completion, I gotta get them all. And to get them all, I have to play the Blink minigame, whether I like it or not. Oh, that's right, I gotta dig these up. Yeah, I don't want to go that way yet. So I think I know where that way goes. There's a variety of paths for us to take here. We got the wall pipe. Is the other person still... Oh, I forget who is. What was his name? ASDF Guy 76. Are you still here, ASDF movie? Or ASDF Guy 76? Because I want to know his opinion on who he think would win. Yeah, and, we'll get that in a moment. We just gotta wait to hear a response from him. Oh, that's right, these skeleton guys. Okay, the skeleton guys can be harmed with charges, or with regular blaster fire. These trap dudes cannot, so we actually have to, like, use bombs on the bear trap enemies. Because, yeah, there are actual bear trap enemies here, like, and not just regular bear traps either, like, they actually become enemies here, as you can see. There are a few enemies over here, actually. Wait, what was that I just heard? Oh, that's right, these enemies. I forgot these enemies existed in this mini-game. Oh boy, I'm not gonna have fun with them. I know that for sure. Because I remember this one well, and I know there's a really annoying part coming up. Alright, seeing how haven't gotten a response from ASDF Guy 76 yet, I'm left to assume that either they're out doing something else, or they just came in to say hi and left. Sort of leaning more towards that they just left. I forget if this is the way forward or if this is the way I'm meant to go. I'm just kind of taking routes here and seeing where one may lead me over another. Can I make a throw like that? No, that cannot reach him. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get closer here. 100% that hits. Okay, I got you taken down. Got some treasure from it, too. I just have to be careful not to get too close that I get hit by my own bomb or get hit by the enemies. Oh, hi there. Yeah, I mean, unless freezing time is still here, that would technically mean you're the only person in chat again, Jackie. So yeah, feel free to say hi if anyone else is still here at this time. Okay, so that was kind of a loop around, so that was not the way forward. Oh, how do I... Did I just drop back down here for... Oh, this was the way I just came from. So I did all that platforming for nothing. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I just did that. Because the platforming here I still think is quite tight at times. Like, look at this. I count this as pretty tight platforming. Alright, so let's not go that way again. That's the starting area. We're going up here now. So I'm gonna make it just barely made it up there. That missed, really? Alright, and then I believe I can hold down the triangle button to actually block out the blast from me. It didn't break the ice. Come on. Oh, come on. No. Oh, oh, excuse me. Oh, I just barely saved that. Ooh. Okay, that was close. Let's hope we don't make that mistake again. Alright. And now. Alright, I think we're through the first annoying part, but we have another annoying part over here. We've got a variety of enemies scattered across the field, some capable of firing homing projectiles. We've got a bottomless pit below, and we've got spiders that cannot be shot down, meaning that we have to keep moving along these monkey bars. Otherwise, we're going down. Also, there is I believe a worm hiding behind here. I know it's over there from experience from the previous times I've had to do this particular mini-game, because I have a lifetime of experience on my hands of having to put up with a lot of annoying stuff in this game. And I can guarantee you, like, I'm not a fan of a lot of stuff. Gonna be along with a battle royale fight between everyone I mentioned. Ooh. I mean, again, we have to go back to the context of if it's fight to the death or just for sport, because then we would have to consider things like Timmy Turner's ability to grant wishes. Maybe Timmy Turner could use his wishes to, like, turn all of the fighters against each other, manipulate them to turn them against each other. So that way, like, everyone else will just take each other out. Mario, Sonic, Bowser, Eggman, Ben 10. Yeah, again, like I said, Timmy Turner could just utilize his wishes to turn everyone against each other and not direct any attacks towards him. Steve from Minecraft and Fortnite guy. But then, yeah, so they'll all just take each other out, and then... And Pepe. Yeah, because, I mean, if we're talking fight to the death, again, though, if competition then we'd have to actually consider, like, their actual abilities, because we're talking a battle royale here. So, obviously, first off, to consider the obvious here, Mario and Sonic would have an easy time against their good old adversaries, Eggman and Bowser, because they have the power. And even if they were to, like, team up, I would say the Mario Brothers and Mario and Sonic, with their combined powers, like, the fact that they've beaten them before, it's pretty obvious, like, they would win against them. Now, considering Peppino, we never talked about that very much, I don't think. That, we haven't even been able to get started on talking about him yet. Because, yeah, there's a lot to talk about. So, to consider someone like Steve, I mean, Steve has, obviously, like, the bow and arrow to be able to fire long-ranged attacks. And Fortnite guy. Okay, now we're just getting into it. But anyway, yeah, Mario and Sonic, their combined efforts would easily overpower Eggman and Bowser. So there's definitely no denying that Eggman and Bowser would not stand a chance, considering how many times they've lost to their adversaries. Can lift something that's the weight of the sun. I mean, true, I guess, depending on what it is he's lifting. He's lifted up a lot of grand things throughout his adventures. I'll be honest, the fact that this is still my first try makes me feel like I'm getting quite lucky. Because I would, ow. So I've been doing quite well to endure through some of the difficulties I've had throughout this particular minigame, because this is normally an annoying one. I don't understand how I'm having an easier time than I thought. But yeah, back to the point I was trying to make. Wait, I would ow to. Wait, what would ow to? I'm confused what part of my explanation we're at here. But anyway, considering Peppino, I mean, I wouldn't think Peppino would want to fight, because, like, his business isn't really being threatened like it was back in, obviously, Pizza Tower, where Pizza Face was threatening to destroy the pizzeria. So we then need to factor in, like, Steve's abilities. I mean, I guess considering the fact that Peppino is supposed to be fighting, I guess there's some stuff to be said, because depending on what abilities Peppino has at his disposal, he can, like, pick stuff up and throw them around.
Here you go, Spyro. I found
If he can find some of his abilities, like the gun and stuff, like, he'd be quite dangerous.
Should I try again and see if I can find you a light gem?
I do think, though, like, with all the abilities Mario and Sonic have, I do feel like there would inevitably be a point where it would just be a showdown, like, if Timmy Turner had the ability to make wishes if this was fight to the death, Timmy Turner would probably win, since he could just have all the other guys take each other out and not have to do much of anything. But if we're talking from a competition perspective, and Timmy Turner can't make the wish, yeah, I feel like with Mario and Sonic's abilities, like, they have a lot of power and abilities that, despite all that Steve, Peppino, and, like, the Fortnite guy has, and Jimmy Neutron and stuff, I do feel like it would inevitably reach a point where it would come down to just Mario and Sonic. And when factoring in that particular point of it coming down to Mario and Sonic, we then go back to what we discussed at the beginning of the video on, like, who would survive in each other's worlds. Now, obviously, we have to consider Sonic's speed and Mario's abilities. Now, again, it also comes down to, like, if this is just a one-on-one or if this is, like, an actual, like, getting an all-out brawl of abilities. In which one-on-one fight directly, I mean, Mario would be limited to base abilities, Sonic would win. as for, like, ability-wise, Mario has a lot of abilities. I mean, Sonic, yeah, obviously is immensely powerful, especially if he has all the Chaos Emeralds to go into Super Sonic mode. And then there's Mario with all of his abilities. Oh, why did I waste a bomb on him? I didn't have to waste that. So, I mean, Mario has a lot of powerful abilities, from, of course, classics like Fire Flower to flying abilities, gaining stuff like extra hit points. Now, obviously, if Sonic had plenty of gold rings on him, he'd be able to tank plenty of hits just fine, I would think. And then, of course, there's, like, the most obvious ability that would make Mario immensely powerful, the good old invincibility star. Obviously, Mario would just need to land one hit on Sonic that, like, even if Sonic was in Supersonic mode, it would only take one hit from the invincibility star and Mario wins. The thing is, though, is that Sonic is, well, fast, so it would be easy for him to avoid Mario's invincibility long enough for the invincibility star to wear out, to where, despite all of Mario's prowess, even being able to take out Sephiroth easily... I don't think I picked that up. I think that just went flying. You saw that, right? Hang on. Rewind the stream for a moment so you can get an instant replay of watching that yellow gem go flying the moment it appeared on screen. Okay, that one didn't go flying. Now, yes, Mario has a lot of prowess, and being able to deflect Sephiroth's supernova, like timing hammer presses correctly, jumping at the right time. So Mario has quite a bit of power. Now, since Mario doesn't have Luigi at his side, there is also the fact that Mario can't unleash any sort of like bro attacks or anything special with his brother Luigi, since it's just Mario on his own. Even still, Mario has a lot of platforming experience and a variety of abilities. But still, though, I feel like competing with oh, there it is. Now it shows up there. Yeah, that did go flying, I think, didn't it? And then, so if we're talking like Mario with the abilities that he's had throughout like the RPG games, all his different power-ups, up against Super Sonic, which, well, would be an immense battle, I would say, probably. I feel like, honestly, the Mario against Super Sonic would be fairly evenly matched. Because again, Mario's gone up against tough opponents. He's been up against Sephiroth again. I'm bringing that up as many times as I feel like. Now, because now we got to bring up like how well Sonic would do in a fight against Sephiroth. Now that we're going into that territory. So, Sonic versus Sephiroth. Well, Super Sonic versus Sephiroth. That also sounds like a dangerous combination, to say the least. That it's kind of hard to tell who would be the winner. Well, considering what Super Sonic has done, I feel like at the end of the day, Super Sonic would be able to defeat Sephiroth. So I would still say it's fairly evenly matched, and considering what Sonic's gone up against versus what Mario's gone up against, they've both gone up against, I'd say, equally dangerous and powerful opponents. But I do feel like at the end of the day, when I consider their powers and what they've been up against, I honestly feel like things are leaning a bit more towards Sonic winning. Maybe Mario would stand a better chance again if he had, like, Sonic or something helping him out. But in this particular scenario, it's Mario against It's just Mario by himself, and even with all of his abilities, Sonic wielding the full power of the Chaos Emeralds and going into Supersonic mode, I feel like that would just be too much for Mario, and Sonic would inevitably win. So I think that's my conclusion, is that Sonic would win the Battle Royale between Luigi and Tails. Okay, well now we're considering Luigi's abilities. I mean, Luigi's always been a bit of a... not always been the best of fighters. Honestly, Luigi maybe is just as strong as Mario. Also, doesn't have the same... well, I guess I would consider him courageous. I'm not fully being able to figure out my... oh, I ducked just in time to block the explosion blast radius. That was lucky. I feel like with Tails' engineering experience, Tails would probably be the winner. Yeah. That is my thoughts on the scenarios. That Tails would probably win in a fight against... Tails would probably win in a fight against... Luigi. Since obviously Tails can not only fly, but has the engineering experience to be able to create gadgets. And I'm pretty sure even if it was like a one-on-one, like, fist fight, I still feel like Tails, like, with the ability to fly, would easily be able to find ways to gain the upper hand. Now, sure, the Mario Bros. Have gone up against flying enemies before, in the past, but I still feel a bit more like I'm leaning towards Tails winning, with his engineering experience. Okay, because Tails is... I'd honestly consider Tails' abilities to be on the level of, like, the Team Fortress 2 engineer, in terms of engineering prowess. Because she's made some strong stuff that I could see her making stuff like dispensers and, sentry guns and, teleporters. Would count that the memes are non-canon... wait, what? Wait, what memes are we talking about here? Does Luigi have some sort of secret power that I'm forgetting about? Is there a meme that I've forgotten about that I feel like I should be remembering, but just can't wrap my head around it? Okay, I'm not sure if it's just a lifelong... my lifetime of experience, but I'm doing surprisingly well in the Blink minigame this time around. Normally I would have a lot more trouble in this Blink minigame, but I think it's because I have a lifetime of experience taking this on. Well, okay, the Luigi winning by doing absolutely nothing. Those are mainly luck-based. And you gotta keep in mind, Tails is a character that doesn't exactly rely off luck now. Tails is that character that relies purely by sciencing things and using logic. Now, in a one-on-one fight, Luigi would have to get seriously lucky to win by doing absolutely nothing. And depending on what context we're considering here, I don't see how Luigi could win by doing absolutely nothing. I suppose if we're talking, like, even if having the slightest chances, we could say maybe there's the tiniest chance that Luigi actually can win by doing absolutely nothing. But with the given stuff we have, I don't see it possible. Well, yeah, because Henry Stickmin is all about being lucky, considering the fact that that's Henry's. Think of a fight combo for Henry Stickmin. Henry Stickmin, eh? I'm gonna have to think about that one. Wait. If that's the last Dark Shard we have to take out, where does this lead? Oh, I think memory is coming back to me, and I think this is a one-way route back to the start, and we can't go back the way I came, so I don't think we want to go through that. I think that's only if you, like, missed some dark shards and want to do some backtracking, but other than that, I don't think we want to go back that way. Since the last dark shard is right there.
There, I found your light gem. That's it for now. You know I'm always willing to go back at any time and explore, just for fun.
I'm good, Blink. I really still don't like your mini-games. Just because of how tight the platforming can get. I don't know how I'm doing so well in the Blink mini-games, but I can only think of maybe one time I actually lost in a Blink mini-game. But other than that one time I can think of, I've hardly been having instances where I actually lose. And I do think that is mainly because of my lifetime of experience playing this game. Because, yeah, I will admit, this is definitely up there as a childhood classic for me. Oh, there was a Yeti inside the... Okay. Have I been that way before? Okay, that way opens up there. I forget if I've been this way, but... Oh, yeah, that's the way I came in. That's right. That way over there leads to where Blink was. I have made that mistake a few times before, thinking this platforming can lead me to up there and find something special, only for it to turn out, oh yeah, that's the Blink area that I was at earlier. So anyway... I believe there's something we can find back here. This is not the way forward, if I remember correctly. I think there's some sort of secret back here. I'm gonna have to remember what exactly was back here. I know there was something back here. I hear a thief. Is there a thief down here? Ah, yes. Yes, I know about egg thieves game. I've encountered them before. Ha! Get it. Gotcha with the flame breath. I honestly can't think of a good fight combo for Henry Stickmin. Like, I'm gonna need a moment to think about who would make a good fight combo. I gotta think, like, maybe, like, Flash game characters. Like, who's a character that, you know, is based around luck, that would... I can't think... Maybe, like, the, maybe, like, Boyfriend from Friday Night Funkin', maybe? So I hear a lot of people talk about how, like, there's likely going to be in, like, the full game a week where you go up against Henry Stickmin. Gamer, which video game character do you think you could beat in a fight? I mean, I am not really a fighter. So, in terms of, like, a direct fight, I can't think of too many that I could actually beat. So obviously my body is not built to be a fighter, in case it wasn't obvious. Who knows, maybe I could hone it to be a good fighter. Who knows, maybe I'd make, like, a good football player or something if I were to really, like, push myself, but I've never been interested in sports very much, so I've never leaned towards trying to do that. But I would have to think really far back to think about, like, all the different game characters that exist out there. Which ones are, like, some of the weakest ones that I'd probably stand at least some sort of fighting chance against. Because I genuinely can't think of a video game character-wise exactly who I'd go up against. Now, what I could do is, like, if we're considering, like, obviously my base physical form here in the real world would be basic, but I could think about, like, what sort of powers I may have if I were to go into the digital world. Now, I've had some ideas in terms of, like, some plot lines of my own if I were to, like, get to create my own storyline relating to YouTube somehow. I've got some pretty good ideas, though I don't think I want to apply them at the moment to, like, video game character fightings against me. So, again, a few things that need to be considered. Hello, Moneybags.
Feel free to browse my fine wares, Spyro. And
Spend. I have quite a few gems at the moment. Why don't I buy the butterfly jar? I put myself in video games before. Yeah, true. Again, though, there's still a lot of things to consider. Hey, Spyro, over here. A lot of the dialogue in this game is funny to me. That's just me. Not double jump on ice, attempting to charge will also get you nowhere. Which is... Oh, I did not mean to waste that. I meant to press the charge button to show that, yes, the game is right. You can't really jump on ice, and trying to charge will also stop you dead in your tracks. Ugh. What was that I just burped up? Excuse me. A lot of this area requires the wall jump ability, which we unfortunately don't have. I'm trying to think of everything, guys. Who could I beat in a fight? I suppose... Oh, cutscene. Hang on. We'll answer that question after this cutscene.
You must be Spyro.
Oh, this guy doesn't have a name. It's just a mammoth.
Red, tell me to stop you.
Oh, fat chance. I've beaten bigger baddies than you. All I have to do is run around you a few times while I figure out your weakness. Then I just hit you 3 times and...
Well, talk about getting far too ahead of yourself there, Spyro. Good thing I wasn't sipping my Mountain Dew when I saw that. I don't know how Spark survived that, but okay.
Hunter, it's me, Sparks. Sparks? Hey, what are you doing here? And where's Spyro? It all started when we ran into this elephant, only it wasn't really
I
an
could
elephant.
be
He had
in a
hair all over
fight.
his body.
Okay. Right, I see. Yeah, Harry. Oh no! They got Spyro? We have to rescue him before it's too late!
But what if it's already too late?
Relax, buddy. Spyro's still alive. I know, because if he weren't, we'd be going back to a previous save.
I'm genuinely trying to think of things here. Because I have no power. I gotta think carefully about this, because we're talking about in a fight here. So I gotta think, what characters could I beat in a fight? I'm like thinking deeply about every video game I've played. And like this, I'm actually gonna take a moment to look through my Steam list just to see like who within the respective gaming world I could possibly beat in a fight. Okay, Celeste, I mean, Madeline is like good at charging around stuff. Obviously not Nobeta, because Nobeta, like, even if I did somehow manage to beat her through with her magical prowess, she'd just come back at the statue and get another shot at taking me out. Definitely not the epic Battle Fantasy characters. They're way too powerful. Let's see all of this. Of course, Deltarune. We'd have to factor in what sort of abilities I would have going into the Dark World. Because we've seen how different monsters can have different abilities. The question is, what sort of weapons would I be able to wield going into the Dark World? And even if I was capable of wielding weapons, would I be very strong? I mean... Or would I just be like Birdly or something? Then again, Birdly is fairly decently powerful. But even so... I feel like Oh no, maybe that would be who I'd be evenly matched against, like going up against Birdly in the Dark World. So I suppose there's an opening right there, going up against Birdly in the Dark World. And who knows, maybe there's other characters in the Dark World I'd stand a fighting chance against. Let's continue to look down the list. Definitely no characters from Hades am I standing a fighting chance against. The getting over it guy, well, he climbed a mountain. I've never climbed a mountain before, so you can use video game power-ups from the characters, video games, so you can somehow get them. Okay, so I could still have, like, my own set of healing items, so maybe that would give me more of a fighting chance against Birdly. Let's hear. Oh, Portal. I mean, considering what goes on in Portal, I don't see myself lasting very long in those testing chambers. Jump King, I don't even know, like, Jump King, he doesn't really fight much, but I don't see me being able to do much of anything to penetrate that armor. I'm definitely not going to last at a fighting chance against Zero in Katana Zero, considering the fact that they have the ability to see into the future and have the combat prowess for more to easily kill me. Hollow Knight, I mean, the Knight is immensely dangerous, so... I mean, I suppose in a fight I could stand a fighting chance against the Zote the Mighty, since he's like the most useless ability. Because Chris, wait, I know somewhat about how Dark World weapons are chosen because Chris's pencil turns into a sword in the Dark World. That is true. So the question is, what sort of like power could I gain? Like, depending on what I bring into the Dark World. Like, if I bring, like, a gun with me, would it just become a bow or something in the Dark World? Or, like, if I had, like, a can of Mountain Dew with me, would it immediately become some, like, energizing power that would, like, temporarily boost my stats? Maybe, like, some of my gaming equipment allows me some, like, special, like, power glove or something that allows certain abilities. So, who knows? Maybe... So yeah, in the context of Deltarune, there are some characters I may stand a fighting chance against. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Well, if I'm talking about, like, being able to wield some of the weapons in Star Wars, like whether I'd be wielding a blaster or a lightsaber, then I could, like, probably stand a chance, like, maybe against some Stormtroopers. Well, in the Knights of Old Republic era, Stormtroopers obviously didn't exist, but... what's the closest thing to Stormtroopers that exist in the Knights of the Old Republic area? That reminds me, I still need to play Knights of the Old Republic. It is just the original game and not the actual game itself. Oh, Team Fortress. I mean, I wouldn't stand a chance against any of the Team Fortress 2 characters, regardless of what gun I was using, I would think. I played Team Fortress 2 myself a bit, and like we got some strong guys in there. Let's see here. Terraria. I mean, depends on who I'm up against, I guess. Okay, Undertale, obviously, because I'm human, I would, like, easily beat everyone in there. What kind of gaming equipment do you... I have a variety of equipment. Obviously, I got my computer, which is, one that was actually made using, like, some cheap parts that was, like... I think it was only somewhere from like $300 to $400 that it took me to craft this gaming PC I'm using. I got a pretty nice looking microphone here. I've got the Xbox controller my sister gave me. I've got a G910 gaming keyboard. I got my small Toshiba TV behind me. I've got my Nintendo Switch. I've got my Elgato HD 60S capture card that allows me to record games on my Nintendo Switch. I also have over here my hard drive that stores all my college projects. We got that here as well. And, of course, I got my Galaxy phone. So, there could be an interesting variety of weapons that I could get my hands on, depending on, like, thinking about what that could become in the Dark World. Joy-Cons become massive switchblades in the Dark World. Yeah, maybe. Now we'd have to think about what sort of attacks I'd have. Because, yeah, only in Deltarune in the Dark World could I see myself standing a fighting chance against someone. Anyway, back to the game. We gotta keep the game moving. Unless we want to end stream now. Which I'd only want to end stream now if, like, I think, like, now's a good time to end stream.
Hey, Bentley. Yeah, I'm just passing through.
I guess it depends on who's live on Twitch right now.
Just gotta got me some captured.
What if anyone stands out?
Some Yetis from
Spyro is
the
doing
neighborhood chased me
reaction
out of
stuff.
my house.
Ochi is
I don't
live.
want to bore you. You're busy looking for Spyro.
Nekoteach is currently playing Super Mario World.
Sure you're okay, Bentley?
Those are the options in terms of those I'm following at the moment. If we want to get a raid started now and stream like 25 minutes early.
My cave is through there, and you'll have to climb the wall to reach it.
Oh, Bentley
Be careful.
apparently has a new home.
Bad guys, and they're very tough. If you get rid of all the Yetis, I'll give you a reward.
Oh, sure, thanks, Bentley. So yeah, for this part of the game, we're now playing as Hunter because Spyro got captured by a mammoth because he let his guard down. So now it's up to Hunter to save the day. Thanks, Zoe. Alright, that's 1 out of 5 Yetis down. That's right, that will prevent me from going back the way I came. Oh yeah, I still have my fire arrows from, I think, my previous adventure. And that just gave me more fire arrows, okay. Well, at least it got me a use for those. Alright, that's 3 out of 5 Yetis down. I wonder who I could be if I were trapped in a video game. Again, it would factor into which video game you get trapped in. So, I mean, obviously, if you got trapped in something like Dark Souls, I mean, well, actually, like, if you became an undead in Dark Souls, I mean, obviously, you'd start with our combat prowess. We'd probably be, like, level 1, obviously. Maybe even lower than level 1, considering the fact that we have no, like, experience wielding a weapon or anything. But it could be possible for us to, like, oh, yeah. To, you know, be able to level up with souls to where we could stand a fighting chance against some of the characters and bosses that we go, hey, how dare you shoot me? Okay, that's all 5 Yetis. In a moment here, we can go and tell Bentley the good news. Okay, that's just for a lockpick. And for some reason, we can't open this wall unless we use a fire arrow. What would be the worst video game for you to be trapped in? I mean, obviously, I literally just said what the worst video game to be trapped in would be, which would be Dark Souls, since obviously we'd be stuck as an undead where, unless we can somehow complete our pilgrimage. Well, even if we do complete our pilgrimage, we kind of are just giving ourselves up to the first flame, unless we choose to become a Dark Lord. Okay, is this our only way out? Okay. But, like, considering the state of the world, like, unless we're somehow lucky to not become an undead and be a part of the different worlds we see in the Dark... Well, we can't really get a glimpse of it in the Dark Souls universe, but we know exists. There could be some interesting locations we could go into. But for the most part, I certainly would not want to get trapped in the Dark Souls verse. Alright, there you go, Bentley.
Oh, thanks, pal.
What
Let me
else?
help you with that door so you can go about your business. Also, I meant to give you this on your birthday. Sorry it's so late.
Oh, yeah, light gem. Okay, cool.
But yeah, I do think Dark Souls is a pretty bad one.
Oh, no.
I mean, there's lots of video games that would be terrible for you to get trapped in. Like,
Good luck with finding Spyro.
and if you don't believe me, just watch Quarter Guy's top 10 worst video games to live in. Well, lots of people have actually done videos like those already, explaining the details on a lot of the different gaming worlds that would be terrible to be trapped. Hey, good. Stop that. Stop. I think I'm out of fire arrows, actually. Yeah, I'm out of fire arrows. I can't break open that treasure. Not that it's a big deal at the moment, though, since we don't need any treasure. Since we're doing quite well at the moment. I'm impressed that giant, or Yeti, was able to land so many hits on us. There we go. Don't you dare. Ugh. If you were stuck in an elevator with any fictional character, who would be the worst person to be trapped with? This goes for shows and video games. Ooh, okay. Shows and video games, worst person to be trapped with. Oh, there are a lot of possibilities, that's all I'm gonna say. In terms of terrible characters. I don't want to grab that light gem just yet. I want to quick go back with these fire arrows to open up stuff like this. What buttons are being pressed? You hear the buttons, right, guys? Alright, I want to quick go back. And how did that not count as a hit? I don't know, I'll take it, though. The worst one. That's a toughie. Ow! Oh, that's right, I had the butterfly jar. Good thing I purchased that. Would have been useful to not lose that, though. I guess I still have plenty of gems to get another one, though. That's not too big of a deal. Oh, that's right, we got this to deal with now. We've got skeletons to fight off. Also, for some reason over here we can actually see the necromancer that's whipping out the skeletons, which is pretty cool. That you can actually see him. Also, for some reason you can't actually like attack the necromancer. For some reason. You can only view them. So it's like they have this unique character model, but you never actually get to fight the necromancer, which is very odd if you ask me, how we have this unique design for like some sort of mysterious looking baddie, but then he disappears and never comes back once you take out all of his minions. Makes no sense if you ask me. I'm not gonna bother to go back for that lockpick. Come on. I just need one more of you guys. Come on. There we go. Sparks can go back to full health now. So I guess I would have lost the butterfly jar anyway. Oh, no. I'm getting bad memories of oh, that's right, I needed a fire arrow for this. I don't know if it's possible to go back for more or not. Why don't I quick go check if I can pick up some extra fire arrows over here. Oh, thank goodness I can. So I would have had no other way to get in there then. So thank goodness I got a good source of fire arrows now. Okay, let's not mess up the platforming this time. do you think is the most annoying video game character? If I had to pick an annoying video game, obviously, one of the obvious ones would have to be like Moneybags, of course. He's a definitely annoying one. Oh, wait. I haven't played this game, but I hear a lot of people talk about Navi being an annoying character from the Legend of Zelda games. Oh, the amount of people I've heard talk about Navi being an annoying character, an annoying companion. I suppose I could think of some other examples as well. Like, I think I hear some people talk about Christy from Paper Mario Sticker Star being one of the worst companions in a Mario game. Hey, how was I supposed to see you there? Yeah, you can actually make that jump. Ooh, lockpick. This game sure is generous with the lockpicks. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to waste the fire arrows. But yeah, we got just a bunch of bats on the ceiling here that you can just shoot them all down. And shoot that guy over there. Alright, took out all the bats, so they won't be any sort of a difficulty. I suppose we could also go with, did I already say Moneybags? I forget. What else? Oh, come on. That was just plain unfair. I mean, I suppose, as mentioned earlier, Zote the Mighty would be an annoying one to deal with. Wow, yeah, Zote the Mighty would be easy to take out, but having to listen to Zote the Mighty all the time, like, I would probably lose my sanity having to listen to him all the time. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, isn't there like a secret passageway down to a hidden egg down here? Yeah, there is. Oh, that was close, I almost missed. Yep, and there's the egg. Now I just gotta wait for the crumbling platforms to come back so I can get back up. I will say, this conversation has really passed the time by quite a bit. Looking at it now, I'm making quite a bit of progress throughout the Gloomy Glacier. Yeah, that's what this location is called where you play as Hunter. It's called the Gloomy Glacier. Here, let me show you here. It's straight up called the Gloomy Glacier, and we're already, like, looks like halfway through this place. Thanks to these conversations. Nope, I'm not bothering to. Sir, is it worth it to shoot the bats? Probably to prevent them from attacking me. Oh wait, are there bats? Well, I can't tell. I am missing a lot right now. Hey, I got one. Oh, there's bats on the ceiling I don't notice. Okay. I'm kind of just shooting randomly all over the place, not really aiming for a specific bat in particular. There we go. By properly aiming, I can... Gotta focus my attacks towards one target. That's what I gotta do. Now, if I remember this correctly... Yeah, some of these bones break on me. So I gotta watch where I'm going here so I don't lose traction of where I'm going here. Do these break? Okay, no, they don't break. How did I make it past that skeleton? Who would win in a fight between... I mean, okay. When talking about it like that, I mean... SMG4 Mario is just too dumb to die. That's the kind of character SMG4 Mario is. There's no changing that. Whether you like it or not. Hunter, what are you doing? Oh, jeez. I was doing a lot of swerving there with Hunter. Nope, no, no, no. These skeletons even bother to attack? Okay, that's out of the way now, so I can head up here. Free light gem! So I suppose we've reached some good conclusions. Obviously, there's still some stuff left to tackle. I do still think I'd be leaning more towards SMG4's Mario just because of, you know, him being under the category too dumb to die. How did I fall off there? I totally landed that. What was that? Alright. I'm just gonna ignore the skeletons, seeing how they're just a minor nuisance, I'd say. But Yeti isn't even that big. And I can easily make this. Oh, come on! That spawned right on top of me. How is that fair? Oh, for once, these skeletons actually landed a hit on me. Okay. So I guess they do actually attack me. Between Jimmy Neutron and Rick from... Ooh, you bring up a good question there. On it. It happened again! Come on, how is that fair? And how am I supposed to anticipate that? Well, when factoring their abilities, I mean, more... Ah! Come on. I'm getting distracted by the conversation now, not trying to get through the tight platforming. I actually forgot how difficult the platforming in this area can get. So we were doing so well earlier. How is it that all of a sudden I'm not doing well? What? What was that? This is something that would happen in Dark Souls, is what this is. I mean, not the platforming part, but like, just barely clipping off the edge or something. That is totally something that happens in Dark Souls. I'm not bending the truth there. That is basically what happens. Okay, come on. Come on, we're making progress. Do not mess anything up now, Hunter. Land it. Okay. Alright, come on. Zoe is right there. Land it, and let's get out of here. How are we doing in terms of, like, gem progress? Just to make sure I am getting everything. Okay, we still have a few light gems left to get. I know where the last egg in this area is. It is right here. So I think once we're finished with the Gloomy Glacier, we can decide, once we're finished with the Gloomy Glacier, if we want to keep playing for a bit past midnight because of how late I started the stream, or if I should just end stream and go find someone to raid. It sort of depends on if there's someone I'm interested in raiding, I guess, or if we want to just end stream. That's my thoughts on the matter. Compared to the annoying Sparks level we did back in Lost... Oh, no, not that. What's the name? Why can't I think of it right now? Oh, Sunken Ruins. The Sparks minigame in Sunken Ruins was easily the hardest one. So it's like, once you get past Sunken Ruins, Wait, did I? Oh, no, I didn't do that. Oh, I did just now. So we're basically good at this point. Like, all these others are relatively easy in my opinion. That we don't have to worry about anything taking us out or anything. We could just take our time with this, or try to power our way through assault to make sure we... Right, but how is that a hit? Because, yeah, we're basically already at the end. Or at least I thought we were. I guess... No, okay, no, we're at the end. Yeah, okay, we made it. Took us only 2 minutes, too, so... I suppose, yeah, we'll have enough time to finish the glacier.
Here you go, Hunter. I got a dragon.
In terms of the question of Jimmy Neutron and Rick and Morty,
Should I try again to see if I can find a light
I would
gem?
probably say Rick, considering the fact that Rick has a lot more experience, since he's not a kid, and, like, knows about how interdimensional travel works. Who knows, maybe Jimmy does, and I just, don't know. Because I haven't seen all of the show, I've only probably seen glimpses of the show. Oh, I can also use that ability to slow down, I did not know that. I do think to be safe, I'm going to take my time to make sure I don't go rushing in and go running directly into danger. Can we go up against Yetis? Okay. Didn't know we could actually fight Yetis in this, but okay, I guess we're fighting Yetis. Been so empty, excluding my messages. Yeah, I know, and this is nothing new to me. I've gotten live streams in the past where, like, literally no one shows up to the chat. So the fact that, like, even if it's just you alone that's here, I'm grateful that I at least have an audience, I'd say. Instead of not having one at all. Because, yeah, if I knew that, like, I wasn't getting an audience, it probably would have been a similar situation as last Sunday, where I would have probably actually considered canceling today's stream, considering how late I was going to start. Because, yeah, that does seem to kind of happen where, like, depending on how late it gets, when I get to having dinner or something, I begin to contemplate if it's even worth it to, like, do the stream. I will admit, though, I would say still that I enjoyed this stream, so I'm glad I took the time to do this tonight. And once again, yeah, look at that. This is easy. Honestly, out of all the Sparks minigames, this is probably the easiest one we've done so far. So yeah, we got through that quick, and hardly any interference.
There was nothing else down there, but I can always go back and practice.
No, I don't want to practice, I want to keep moving. If we do want to keep going beyond midnight. Oh boy, this part. I know this route leads over to some optional gems. And I think leads over to a light gem as well. Oh, is that a fire arrow down there? How many fire arrows do we have? I think we have plenty left. That. Hide it. I don't know how I lost my double jump since I hadn't used it yet there, but oh well. Oh, I got it. A really good answer in terms of like, oh no, this guy's gonna catch up to me. Yep. I wasn't expecting that guy to be that. He's coming back? What sort of route does this spider like taking? Oh, this is a dead end, of course. I'm probably gonna get hit again, aren't I? Okay, no, somehow I didn't get hit. But now I gotta wait for this spider to go all the way around there. So then I can come up here and be able to get up here. I do think that's at least the last of him, though. But I think with that being said, I think that also means we're getting close to the end. Which I hope I collected all the treasure. Seeing that blackened out gives the impression like I might have missed a gem somewhere. And that does leave me a little bit concerned, because I want to make sure I've found everything here before I go moving onward to the next area. I think there is something up here. Yeah, there is, but how do I get in there? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, so we know that's there. It's there. I gotta figure out how to get that gate open. The question is, I don't know how to get that gate open. Now, how far are we towards the end of the glacier? Because we're getting close to, like, the last room. Oh, that's how I get it open, with the target over there. Yep, Hunter, what are you doing? I gotta go silent. I gotta take care of my siblings, but I'll still be here. Okay, cool. Yeah, you do what you need to do. I'll still be right here. Alright, so we're heading up here to get to this light gem. So I'm still unsure if there was ever any light gems we missed. Oh, I made the jump. Because I can't think of many other paths! Unless in this last room... Okay, I gotta keep moving. Oh, okay, we got the bear trap enemies again. Nice try, though. You ain't gonna get me. Okay, there it is. I was worried I missed it somewhere. Thankfully, I actually found everything in the Gloomy Glacier. Good. I was legitimately worried I was gonna miss something and I'd have to search through the entire Gloomy Glacier all over again to find it. Thankfully, I didn't miss anything. Oh, and there's Spyro.
Okay? Oh, Hunter, am I glad to see you. Do you think you can get me now? Yeah, just hang in there, buddy. Ah, very funny.
I don't think that was an intentional joke, Spyro.
Oh, thanks, Hunter. Now I'm off to
The
find
voice crack, Spyro.
You want me to tag along? No. I'll continue from here. All right, then. See you soon.
I
buddy.
will say,
Look after yourself. Cool?
considering what we've been through to get to this point, that mammoth that managed to successfully capture Spyro, we never see him ever again. Like, you'd think there'd be some cool, like, mammoth boss fight later. No, there isn't. And that probably leaves some of you wondering what the boss is. And, well, you'll see when we get to it. But it's kind of interesting that, like, they don't have, like, a proper boss fight against that mammoth. It's just kind of, like... Okay, welcome back, Jackie. So I was talking about how that mammoth that captured Spyro that led to us having to play as Hunter for a while. We never see that mammoth ever again. It just succeeds in capturing Spyro, but then never comes back. So it's like... you introduce this interesting character or something, but then we never see it ever again. Like, what's the point? And there's Moneybags again. Oh, there we go. Wonder if I should buy some more stuff. I mean, we can afford a lot of stuff right now with how rich we are. Oh yeah, that's right, we need help because of all the damage we took from the Yetis. Actually, should I go this way yet? Not sure if I should. Well, I guess we are seeing how these guys... Well, stop taking damage. Can I go through this door? I guess not. What was that? It was like the lightning redirected itself at the mouse instead of its intended target. What's the point of capturing someone if you won't return? Yeah, exactly. Like, isn't the appeal of a forced loss scenario that, like, you eventually get to come back and beat him later or something? But yeah, now we're at the Ice Citadel, what's probably one of my favorite ice levels in video games. Oh yeah, we can also light up these furnaces with fire to get light gems. Are those furnaces, or what would those consider to be, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? Got a firework crate over here. Also, we'll go back for those strong chests in a moment. I know how to get them open. You had to go back to the movie Ice. Yeah! Also, one good thing about the parents not being home right now is that I don't have to worry about how loud I am. I can be as loud as I want. And despite how much money we have, I would still not recommend getting the double gems because it is a temporary power-up. So, in a sense, with the price it is, it's a useless power-up. So it's not worth your time to get. Nothing but the best. Yeah, just buy everything, why don't I? It's like this I could probably max out, I think. It is, isn't it, Moneybags? What's the max I can have for this? I'm buying quite a few of these.
That really is a good choice.
Wait. Oh! I can't carry anymore. I'm buying basically everything I can from Moneybags. And outside of the double gems, I've bought nearly everything I can from him. The only thing I haven't maxed out yet is my fireballs. I can carry up to 100 of those. Only 10 of the lightning? Okay. But we're basically reaching the point where we're almost maxed out on everything I can buy from Moneybags. Who's trying to fire... Oh, this guy's trying to fire crossbows. And he actually managed to land a hit on me. Luckily, we have some health right down here. Yes! You heard that correctly. That is the bonk sound effect. So, whenever you, like, try to buy something that either you can't afford, or, that you already have purchased, like this. Yep, it makes the bonk sound effect. Yep. I don't think this is where that sound effect originates from, I think. But, that's the meme sound effect. They have it in this game. Who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe this is what it's from. And I could just be straight up wrong. Alright, we can turn this water wheel to get, I think, the door open. Yeah. Except I don't want to go up there just yet. Because first, I want to take this platform and ride it up to the light gem up there. And then there's something else I missed over there that you might or might not have noticed. Yep, ta-da! The game has funny bonk. That firework was floating in midair. All the way over there. We can go back and go for those gems now. Whee!
Go ahead, Spyro.
You got money to spend. I am here to relieve you the burden. Alright, so come back here, grab all this wonderful treasure. I wonder how many fireballs I can afford now. Yeah, I mean, outside of memes aside, I do still think this is one of my favorite Spyro games. Oh, that's right, I can just... That's still not enough to max it out, though. I know I probably shouldn't be wasting my gems since there'll probably still be some chests I need to unlock where I want some keys. But, like, knowing that we're so close to having everything maxed out... Oh, I gotta hit this again. Okay. Alright. We're opening the door up again. There we go. Ropes. Bombs. It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough gems. Was this the... Because I know in one of these areas there's a secret breakable wall. Sorry, Spyro. I can't give... Come back when you're a little... richer. Oh boy. I wonder if I should... I initially considered... I forget what it was going to be for. But I was considering if I should, like, do a certain challenge stream. And, like, if I fail the challenge, that, like, as punishment... I have to play, like, a CDI game, and for, like, an entire day or something. Okay, I think it was... Was it here, or was it in the room before? Because I know one of these rooms at some point, there's, like, a breakable wall around here somewhere. I know it's around here somewhere. Alright, take out the sentient bear traps. Hey, money bags. It seems like there's some people here in the Ice Citadel that really don't like you. What are your thoughts on that? Was it here, or... I feel like every time I'm, like, close to finding it, like, I can never tell, like, if I'm close or if I'm still a ways from finding that secret breakable wall. I know it's around here somewhere. I just have to find it. Was it this? Ah, here it is. This is the breakable wall I was thinking of. That grants us an egg. I see that treasure over there. Not much, but it's still something. Two down. I don't... Well, actually, I was gonna ask what... I was gonna ask, like, oh, I wonder how Warship became a big meme. And then I gotta remember, oh yeah, just about everything from the CDI games can become a meme. So, yeah. Alright, we got another Dark Gem to take out here, so let's get this over with. And bye-bye, Dark Gem. Whoa! What the... Oh, hey, it's the Dragon Elder. Oh, yikes! How long have you been down here, Dragon Elder?
Oh, thank you. I have been trapped here since Red returned from exile. I've met with the other Dragon Elders, and I... Yes, I get it. And you have acquired most of the skills you will need. However, there is one more skill you must...
Yep, the last skill we need in the game.
Well,
and now we have it.
You now have the ability to wall kick from one wall to the other. However, they must be close enough to achieve any real height. In order to wall kick, you must jump onto the wall and jump again after contact. Spyro, you must remember that only certain wall types will allow you to perform the wall kick. You must learn their telltale signs, none of your ADD.
ADD? What? What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, do you have anything else to say?
Don't forget, Spyro, to wall kick, simply jump.
You gonna be fine down here, Astor?
Jump again. Simple, isn't it?
I guess so. Do you think so? Be fine down? Oh, I just noticed that. Did I never notice the mouse hole out of all the times I played this game? And oh, well, at least if Red was trapping you down here, at least he fed you some fruit and is that like coffee or tea or something, maybe? I wouldn't think that's beer. I wouldn't think they'd do that in a Spyro game. But yeah, it's a fairly simple system for wall kicking. You just kick on some walls, basically. And if two walls are lined up to where you can kick on them, well then great, you can now wall kick. Oh yeah, super head bash. Or super horn dive as they call it in this game. And another locked chest. granting us a light gem. Lots of light gems in this area, mainly because I believe this is where you're intended to have enough light gems to be able to get your hands on to activate the supercharge gadget. Yeah, I heard you. Who would win in a fight between Jacksepticeye and Dan the Diamond Minecart? I mean, they're just because they're YouTubers. Well, they're YouTubers. Obviously, their gaming prowess means nothing here. If we're talking about the people themselves, well, it's just it would just be a one-on-one man fight where I'd have to see them in like a wrestling match or something. And they have abilities from the games they're most well known for. I mean, Jacksepticeye has played a lot of games. I forget if he's ever played Minecraft. I mean, Dan TDM, he's kind of mainly just known for playing Minecraft, right? Ah! That was close. Alright, I gotta keep moving here, because I think... Well, obviously Supercharge is limited, but I think this, like, ooze I'm in can, like... be a bit of an issue if I remain stuck in it for a while. I do want to grab this treasure, though. Or at least as much of it as I can. So I don't end up falling back down. And another dark gem to take down. Putting us up to 24 dark gems destroyed. And a new area to explore. Why don't we quick turn around for a brief moment so I can grab some more supercharge. Basically, Minecraft powers versus Happy Wheels powers. Again, Jacksepticeye has played a lot more than just Happy Wheels. Now, who knows? Maybe Dan has been playing some other games that I don't know about, but I would think with all the games Jack has played, Jack would easily have the upper hand. That's just me, though. Maybe you'd have some reason to explain otherwise. I could be wrong.
Go ahead, Spyro. If you've got
And
money
why
to
not?
spend, I'm here to relieve you of
Just buy the remaining fireballs. Why don't I?
Ah, there you are. My
First buy
favorite
that,
one.
then... I cannot carry any more fireballs, so I have purchased basically everything I can purchase them, outside of course, the double gems, which is, again, basically a useless ability. Powers from the game they're most well known for, not all games. Yeah, I guess. So I guess with it that context, just the one thing they're most well... I mean, Jack's... there's a lot of things, though, that Jack is well known for. I guess if we want to think, like, most popular, you could go with Happy Wheels. We're maxed out of fireballs. We can't carry anymore. Hey. Did you... None of you guys do that. Okay, something I need to show you guys up ahead here. So, when we go up ahead here, into this area, we have this really cool looking enemy right here. Except, when you hit him with, like, a breath, he does that and he easily dies. For such a cool looking enemy design, it's such a shame that they used it on that. Oh. More of the same. Okay. Bit disappointed it wasn't anything new, but oh well. And we got Sergeant Bird over here. I think I would like to save Sergeant Bird for later. I want to explore this area first. Oh, I thought that was going to blow open the baskets as well. Oh well. Was like, hey, the door opened. And more treasure. Let's go. And I think I can, if I remember correctly, I can light up the furnace and get a light gem. now it's 62 light gems now. Another air duct. That one does not get me a light gem? Okay. There, it'll be easier to do this. So yeah, I do need some help to... Come on, eat the butterfly sparks. But yeah, I suppose the anti-DM would win in a scenario like that. It's just treasure in that one, okay. And oh, a nice stained glass window.
Go ahead, Spyro, if you got
More keys. Yeah, we got basically nothing left to buy, at least until we get our hands on the final elemental breath. Who do we have here?
I am the Ice
Princess. Do you have a name?
Because it's freezing in here. Please, light
Okay, I'll
the
take that as a
boilers
no.
scattered around the citadel.
I never really get this character's name, but okay. Okay, we are gonna be lighting the boilers across the citadel. Yeah, I got nothing to use my abilities on, so we're kind of a bit limited on what we can do right now. Ooh, we're gonna get all these at once, watch. Oh, that was cool to watch. Not only destroying the dark gem, but also taking out the dark shards along with it. That was fun to watch it. And a ton of treasure. We really don't need any more treasure, but having this option available to us, it opens up a lot of possibilities. And there's a light gem over there. You know, with how easy it is to get light gems here, it is pretty obvious that the game really wants to make sure you have enough light gems to power up the supercharged gadget. Considering the fact that some of the dark gems you have to destroy here, you do need the supercharged gadget to reach, like, at least 2 dark gems here. You need the supercharged gadget to be able to reach. So I suppose if you haven't been collecting many light gems, you would probably be having to, like, do some backtracking by this point in the game, which... Also, with the fact that the route back to, like, the Frostbite Village is basically, like, unreachable without the supercharged gadget, you'd basically be having to rely off Moneybags' teleporter to get anywhere. And if you don't know that you can do that, it basically leaves you stuck here. We're in a fight between Randy Marsh. I don't know who Randy Marsh is. Okay, now what room are we in? We're in some sort of an optional room, I'd say. I'm gonna go back for a moment, just in case this turns out to be the wrong way. I want to see where all these paths lead before I go one specific way. Let's see, this platform takes us up. And where are we going? We're going up here to... Oh, hey, a Sergeant Bird Egg. Which now we can get over here. Oh. I just like that guy's sound effect whenever you use lightning on him. Oh. But yeah, you're gonna have to give me a description on who Randy Marsh is, just so I can get an idea on who he is. So I'm not completely stuck without any idea. How long have you been streaming? Probably for about, like, 3 hours now. It is technically past midnight that I could end stream anytime now. So, if you have an interesting recommendation for someone to raid, feel free to suggest it. I can also do some looking around myself to see if there's anyone interesting that's live at the moment that I could raid. Got a guy playing Mario Party Superstars. Actually, there aren't a whole lot of good raid options at the moment in terms of streamers that I'm following. But yeah, we are at the point that I can go ahead and look for a good stopping point. Okay, this way's a dead end, so I'm glad I went this way first. So, why don't we go back over by the cannon? Oh, that's right, there's the light gem over here. I totally forgot that was up there. How do I reach that light gem? Well, I probably have to go this way over here. But yeah, roughly 3 hours I've been streaming now. Which technically is fairly short considering the regular amount of time that I stream on the channel. Okay, maybe I can make the glide from over here. Yeah. There we go. Another light gem acquired. Alright, now we can go this way. And then, okay, we're going this way, so I can utilize this. Where I don't fully understand the details of what's going on here. I think I'm waiting for an opening to, like, find the right level of elevation at these poles, so I can launch myself at just the right time, like here. Yeah, there we go. Got a Sparks egg there. We got a generator to power up this platform. Which leads us to another dark gem, it seems. Okay, they just came out of nowhere. They just spawned in right in front of me. I don't know if that was a game issue or if they're meant to specifically appear in the room like that. Alright, activate this switch. Hey, we've gone full circle now. How you doing, Ice Princess?
That's much better. I guess I won't need this portable heater anymore.
Your portable heater's a light gem?
Hey, Spyro, over here.
Alright, what do you got for me, money bags? I still don't need any of those. Yeah, still not much of anything I can afford at the moment. Or anything I need to buy. So I could just stock up these gems for, like, when I get the final breath type. And then I'll have basically nothing left to buy with this. Oh, I didn't notice this target spot over here. Those are always difficult to notice. Alright, back in this room. Where we have these that I still can't grab because I'm already full on everything. Alright, so I'll take a brief moment to grab the supercharge again from over here. Because we're gonna need it. In order to get upwards mobility. First off, I want to get up here. So we can go for that later, and head up here to destroy this dark gem. In which, we can now head along that way. Before I go over there, though, let's see what Sergeant Bird is up to over there. Yeah, that entire ramp is icy, so we can't really take that route. Oh, I even got the baskets over there, wow. But yeah, again, Jackie, if there's someone you're interested in seeing me raid, feel free to suggest it. Because I am interested in probably ending stream soon.
A little RAF humor for you. No! Shall I attack the enemy? Or is this just a drill?
And let's play Sergeant Bird. I don't think you can raid on YouTube. Yeah, true. But on Twitch, I mean, I am streaming this on Twitch as well, that I can perform a raid on Twitch. So that's always an option. Oh, did I miss that bird? Yeah, I missed that one. Oh no, this one is the one I missed it. Missiles focus on the birds. Oh, there's another thief over there. Did I take out a third thief without even noticing? Is it... in terms of audience, not really, but, in terms of... I do like ending off my streams by raiding someone, even if it is just me, who's part of the raid. Okay, only one Yeti left, and I think also only one of those birds that I have yet to find. Ah, there it is. I heard a Yeti just now. Where is it? Oh yeah, aren't there Yetis that normally like to hang up here? Okay, maybe that's in hard mode that Yetis like to hang up by the lighthouse. But I'm pretty sure all the remaining obstacles are right up here. Yeah, there's the last thief. And here's the last time gate. With 1 minute and 10 seconds to spare. Nice. So yeah, I'd still perform a raid on Twitch, even if it's just me who's participating in the raid. I just like doing that and giving a nice little hi to whoever it is I raid. What if one of the Yetis you killed was a pregnant mother, so it counted as 2 kills? That is rather morbid, but I mean, you have some logic in your kill count there. Though, once again, I was gonna bring up a concept, but at the same time, I don't want to bring up any controversial topics on the channel. Oh, I saw another thief! I saw it over there. There it is. Did I get him? I got him! Let's go. I'm going in some wacky directions today. Where was the other bird I saw? I know I saw another one around. Where did it go? I see another thief down there. These thieves need better hiding spots. And yep, there's the Yeti over there. And then, yep, there's you over here. Sergeant Bird, what are you doing? Okay, another bird down here. We got a time gate over here. We got that bird over there. Definitely a lot of things showing up from a lot of directions, but I'm doing well to find them all. Alright. As always, I'm pretty sure the last thief is right. Oh! Shoot that guy down. There we go. And yep, as always, the last thief is up here. So now the question is, where are those last 2 birds? Wait, did I just see... Oh, someone's going in here. And there's the last one. Gotcha. Haha. So that was rather quick. Okay. That was definitely one of the easier Sergeant Bird missions. Yeah, a lot of the mini-games in the second half of the game, well, outside of the Blink ones, but all the other mini-games get quite easy.
But a good soldier follows orders, so just say the word.
Okay, Sergeant Bird. I am good, Sergeant Bird. Thank you for your service. Oh, you're back? This unique ice enemy is back, even though he's still easy to take out. You missed. Oh, so all the enemies respawn because I did the mini-game.
Hey, Spyro, over here.
I'm good. Alright, we want to go up this way now. We've destroyed the Dark Gem, so we can head up here now. And find some stuff.
Go ahead, Spyro. If you've got money to spend, I'm here to relieve you of the
Super Charge kind of made that easy, actually.
free to browse my fine wares, Spyro.
How are we doing in terms of finding stuff in this? Oh, we actually found everything. Cool. But yeah, we've done everything in the Citadel and the Gloomy Glacier. So that just leaves all the remaining stuff in Frostbite Village, which, from what I remember, there's some stuff we're gonna have to find. Oh, hey, light gem. Hey, we're back in Frostbite Village, and picked up a light gem in the process. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go back and quick pick up that supercharge. So there's a route we can reach by utilizing this. Oh yeah, we can use this supercharge route here. That's right, so if I quick go back towards this supercharge... and then bash open that door, I can use it to gain an extra supercharge route. So yeah, there's another supercharge in here. And more treasure. We're basically rich at this point. Because I know, yeah, there's that door over there. We found this sweet little optional area now. Which I forget what all is back here. Well, there's yep, I know where we are. There are a few things back here, if I remember correctly. But anyway... we are at the point where I could end stream now that we're back in Frostbite Village. So I should... because things are a bit more widespread in terms of all this... why am I having trouble head bashing this? So I would say it's kind of optional if we want to keep going at this point, or if we want to end stream now. Because we wouldn't have too much of a reason to keep going. Alright, I'll see what you got to sell at the moment, money bags, which probably not much of anything. Outside of the useless double value gems and the teleporter, which we have no need for teleportation at the moment. So yeah, there's some, you can continue watching, but I don't know if you want to stream with just me as a viewer. I would totally be down to continue streaming, even if it is just one audience member. Yes, we can't take out the birds, even though they don't drop anything. Yeah, I would be down to do that. Even if there isn't much benefit. That is my thoughts on the matter. Is that, yeah, I'd be down to continue streaming. Oh, yeah, this room. We gotta utilize these icicles before they fall in the water. Because unlike other areas, that water, I do believe, is super cold, that it is instant death if you go in the super cold water. Because, yeah, trust me, you don't want to go in there. Okay, I can afford another lockpick now that I got the space for it in my inventory. Alright, so just waiting for the icicles to come back down. I see a dark gem over there. So I suppose we're getting close to being able to fight another boss. So we could head for the boss at this time once I take out the remaining couple of dark gems here. Or we could go and find someone to raid. Because it does sort of come down to if we want to raid someone now or not. What do we got in here exactly? Igloo that keeps spawning Eskimos. Oh, there's an area down here? Hang on. Oh, there is something down there. Hang on. What do we got down here? This is an interesting hidden secret, which is just treasure. I was expecting something a bit more interesting, but oh well. Do what you want, gamer, I don't mind. I mean, I'm still relatively awake at the moment, that I'd be down to go on for a little longer. I suppose I should end stream at some point, because I don't want to focus too much time on the stream to, like, continue playing and stuff. Because I know we're going to have to focus another live stream towards finishing the game, obviously, and if I'm to focus the entire rest of the game towards, or, like, do too much of the game tonight, well, then I'll be at a point where I won't be able to finish much, you know? So maybe what I'll do is I probably will just finish taking out the remaining dark gems in this area and get whatever collectibles I can find around here. But then nothing more.
Feel free to browse my fine wares, Spyro.
Alright, once again, nothing I can buy from Moneybags at the moment, since I have everything you can buy at this point. And I'm gonna say that as many times as I need to, because we have all of this. This door requires 95 out of the 100 light gems you can find in this game, which I think at this point in the game is ridiculously excessive to require that many light gems to open a door to an optional area. And yeah, I know there's no light gems back there, but it still is. Whenever there is something on Tomodachi Life that's super cheap or something funny, I buy the max amount of it. Oh, okay. Are there any more fodder around here? Ah, yes, there is. Good. So, what all have I not explored yet? I've explored those routes. I guess we just need to go back here again to grab my hands on the remaining... to find the last dark gem that's back here. We've already explored this area plentifully. I just need to get back there again to where that was at. I do still love the sound effects enemies make. Oh, you. Oh, okay. Well, I did not like that. Please tell me I took him out. Okay, yes I did. Good. So I did not like that. Careful, Spyro. I thought I was doing well to avoid that, but I guess not. Spyro, what was that? Okay, where am I? Oh, we gotta do this all over again. Brothers yelling, money, money, coconuts, coconuts. What? What are they yelling that for? Is it like for a game they're playing, or what's going on? That sound effect, that's funny to me. Okay, wait for that to pass by, then go. There we go. No, I don't need you right now, Moneybags. But yeah, as I was talking about earlier, like... you don't really ever see, the the mammoth back where he was. So previously the mammoth was over this way. We couldn't explore much of this area because we didn't have the wall jumping ability yet. It was around here that we entered the cutscene where we encountered the mammoth. The mammoth took us out. And then Sparks ran off to look for Hunter. There is a light gem back here, but yeah, the mammoth isn't here anymore, which is kind of disappointing that we don't get to have a boss fight against him or anything. And here's Hunter if we want to go back into Gloomy Glacier.
Spyro, you know only I, with my superior feline abilities, can get through the glacier.
Which I'm good. It is kind of disappointing though. This is the second of the 2 times you get to play as Hunter. So it's like after this that scenario with the Gloomy Glacier, you don't get to play as Hunter ever again, which is kind of a shame, I think, because like considering Hunter's playstyle, I feel like there could have been a lot of potential with how you could play as him. That's just my thoughts anyway. Oh, I still think that's funny. Alright. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is to prevent myself from not making too much progress, I'm not gonna fight the boss tonight, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure it's right around there that the last, light gem is at, or last dark gem is at. So we'll get that in a moment after I finish exploring this area. Contains an egg. Okay. So yeah, what I'll do is to make sure I have plenty of time to still, you know, be able to do another live stream of this next time, is I'll finish exploring Frostbite Village to, like, destroy the last dark gem. I think the last egg and light gem is going to be beyond that one gate. Otherwise, the last dark gem and last light gem we can collect at the moment should be right up here. So with that being said, the Winter World is pretty much roughly finished. Outside of the optional area we can't reach yet, the last dark gem is right over here. I know nothing about Skeletor to really know, but with the proper I mean, regardless, I feel like Skeletor would win, considering the fact that Papyrus, as Undyne has pointed out in the past, is way too nice of a guy to, like, to really survive in a fight. I do feel like I'd be with Undyne on this one in that, yeah, he'd be shredded, way too quickly. How much I'd hate to say that. I'm just saying it how it is. Alright, Light Gem is right up there. That'll be, I believe, the last one we can get for now. There's still, I think, some treasure we can find over in here, though. Just to collect some treasure. Nothing else too special in here, though, other than treasure. Since the last light gem and egg we can find here is in the optional area. Would it fight between Susie and Undyne? That is a good question. Oh geez, almost got hit there. That is actually kind of a good question. I mean, both are a bit of, they're fairly strong, although at the same time, they're both trained professionals with their own strong abilities. So I would think, with the right context, I honestly think that Susie would be the one that would win against Undyne. Okay, so that's everything we can explore here. So, with that, next time we play Spyro Hero's Tale, since I have every ability now, I could get started on a bit of backtracking. Oh, oh yeah, there's a lot of backtracking I can do, actually. Well, of course I know who Gaster is, Jackie. I also know about, there's also another character that people have recently... Another secret character people have recently found out about, simply named Redacted. I believe that's what his name is. Redacted. But yeah, I've seen the videos. I know everything about who Gaster is. Alright, with that being said, the portal over here should be, or the force field over here should be taken down now. Yep, there it goes. Okay, yeah, Redacted. But yeah, with that being said, I guess, we'll head back to Dragon Kingdom for now, because the beginning of our backtracking is going to start all the way back here, because there's a lot of stuff I can do backtracking on. And I mean a lot of backtracking from... Yeah, because there's some backtracking we can do at Crockville Swamp and at Dragonfly Falls. There's also some backtracking we can do back at Sunken Ruins and at the Cloudy Domain. We can't exactly go for that last Light Gem and Egg at Frostbite Village yet, though. Not until we get our hands on enough Light Gems, because we're still like 25 Light Gems short of what we need. So with that being said, yeah, I think this is a good place to go ahead and save progress. Yes. And go ahead and call it a stream here. So definitely, like, roughly about an hour longer than I usually stream. Mainly because I did stream fairly late at night. I could have started the stream earlier and probably could have had enough time to finish the game if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, a lot of distractions came up that caused me to start late. So, we'll see how long this backtracking in the final world takes. But until then, let's go ahead and get a raid started on Twitch. So why don't I start by seeing if there's anyone else playing, streaming any Spyro. And again, I am open to recommendations. Okay, I'm literally the only one on Twitch, streaming Spyro Hero's Tale at the moment. So I can't really rate anyone in that category. So I guess I'll just check out the usual Spyro categories, see who's live at the moment to start, and if no one interesting is streaming Spyro, I'll just check out my favorite categories and find someone to raid. Did the Gaster mystery scare you at some parts, or or is that just me? Because some parts of the mystery and things I saw scared me. I mean, concept-wise, it definitely brings out a shred of mystery as of, like, what really happened to Gaster, and I know there's a lot of, like, there's been plenty of theories in terms of, like, what sort of miraculous invention he might have made. I remember some interesting theories that came up, was one that, like, that Gaster is actually gonna be the knight in Deltarune, like, all of the entire world of Deltarune might be, like, some experiment that, Gaster is up to. Because, like, an interesting detail is, something that I've apparently heard of, is that, like, each chapter of Deltarune has, like, this really extreme secret. Like, of course there's the dark crystals you get from beating the optional bosses, but there's apparently certain secrets you can find that can cause you to get your hands on, apparently, like, an egg. Which, apparently, an egg in Wingdings translate to, like, I think, like, different arrows, like, one pointing in one direction and two pointing in two other directions, which is the amount of movements a knight makes when you move a knight piece in a game of chess. So, it definitely hints towards the possibility that Gaster could secretly be the knight that's, like, controlling Chris to open up the Dark Fountains.
forces of evil.
So that's an interesting possibility that could lead into Gaster having some sort of a hidden impact on the story of Deltarune that we may not know about. Because, like, with how the game first starts in the first chapter, it really gives the impression like the world of Deltarune could be like some sort of experiment going on. Like, that could be Gaster that was speaking to you at the beginning of the game. But that night chest thing's a bit of a stretch. Yeah, maybe a bit of a stretch still, though. You never know. Anyway, here, I'm gonna mute desktop audio as I start looking around at some live streamers. See who all is streaming Spyro at the moment. And in terms of available options, there is not a lot of available options. Are these the only available options at the moment? In terms of available live channel? Yeah, it seems so. Oh, this is that guy's first time playing Spyro Ripto's Rage. Okay. Up next, let's see who this guy is. Who is playing Spyro 1. Okay, he's doing a Spyro 120% speed run. What's this guy up to in Spyro Reignited? Let's see here. Looks like they're on the verge of ending stream, it looks like, seeing how they're not playing the game right now. So that leaves only one guy that's playing Spyro 2 for the first time. We never know with Toby. Yeah, Toby Fox, he's definitely quite unpredictable for sure. Anyway, so unless we want to rate a guy who was playing Spyro 2 for the first time, that still leaves my options limited. So unless we start broadening our stream categories in terms of someone to rate on Twitch, how about I look at some of my favorite categories that I follow on Twitch to see if there's anyone interesting. Maybe while we're on the subject of Undertale and Deltarune, let's maybe also see if there's a... we might as well look around at some available Deltarune and Undertale streamers. Now that that's on my mind. Because you had to implant it in my mind there. Looks like we got one guy who looks like they might be playing Deltarune for the first time. Look at a VTuber. That looks like they're playing Deltarune. Okay. We have... Wait, am I reading this correctly? Testing Twitch Fights Sans. Someone's got to do a Twitch Fights Sans. Oh boy, I have seen some of the memes and stuff about Twitch Plays Pokemon to know that this cannot end well. If they're gonna have Twitch try and defeat Sans. Latest video on stream, really quick. Alright. Sure, I'll go ahead and... we're done with the game right now, so I can go ahead and turn that off. Someone is setting up a Twitch, play fight Sans. Oh my goodness. Is that even possible? Doesn't look like they're interacting with chat much, though. I want to rate someone that, like, I feel like I could interact with chat with. I feel like this one here, if I rate them, I feel like that they got a large viewership that they wouldn't pay much attention to a simple raid of, like, only a couple of viewers. Wait, yeah, they're gonna die so much that... Tomodachi won, because I don't know if he saw the end of it. Alright, I'll check it out. It's on YouTube, right? Let me quick check. Oh, this guy who was playing Spyro 2 is ending stream. Okay, so we only have one interesting looking streamer at the moment who is playing, Deltarune. Other than that, you know, I'll check out your video real quickly. I'm pretty sure you uploaded this to YouTube. Let me check. Might have even checked it out earlier today. Where is your channel in terms of my list of subscriptions? I am subscribed to way too many YouTube channels. I can't help it, though. There's way too much good YouTube content out there. How am I supposed to not be subscribed to so many channels? Okay, here we go. A trip into space. I found it. Maybe I'll close out of this for now. turn on desktop audio. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and show the stream on live. Alright, give me a moment here to turn on the Chrome capture. Alright, here we are. I do have OBS. Yeah, it is turned on. Okay. See, I'm pretty sure I saw this earlier today. Give some pocket money.
At last, I saved 10,000 euros.
Wait, 10,000 what?
At last, I saved 10,000 euros.
Euros? Or not sure what kind of currency. What country uses euros as currency? Forget if that's just a game world currency or if that's just the Tomodachi life currency. Feel free to let me know, Jackie. My apologies though if it's common currency you use in real life. Yep, the trip to space. Wait, why do they not have the spacesuit on? Like, okay, I know logic to know that if you don't have a spacesuit on, things are not going to end well. So, oh dear. They didn't even, you got them a spacesuit, but then they went into space without the spacesuit even being on. The British money. Okay, British money. Okay. Oh yeah, because I think most people, they emulate it with the British version. Because I remember Professor, like when he played a proper 3DS copy, it sounded completely different. Apparently, it did not sound as good and not as satisfying as like the British version that you could play on emulation. Anyway, with that out of the way, alright, let's get back to looking for someone to raid. So previously I was looking around at available raid options. I saw one maybe decent looking Deltarune raid option. Some of my other options are closing though, so I gotta do some more looking around. Not a lot of very good raid options for Toho at the moment. None for that. Any interesting Hollow Knight streamers at this time? Let's see. Just looking for anyone to raid at this time. We do have an interesting looking, ooh, we have a Hollow Knight streamer who's, currently at Godhome. We could raid a Hollow Knight streamer. Is there anyone else interesting who is playing Hollow Knight at this time? I'm not seeing a whole lot of good options right now. We do have another Japanese streamer who's currently doing Godhome. So there's a few available options. So okay, we can do that. British version is the best version because the US version is just bad in my opinion. When I was younger, I thought the USA copy was some kind of Tomodachi Life 2 because I didn't know region changes were a thing at the age I saw it. Now it's years ago. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. I remember with like one game I've always liked as a kid, well I still like to this day, is Fantavision. A classic PS2 game, and if you've never played it before, I think it's possible to get the fairly recent Fantavision 2020X on Steam, so you can play like a modern day version of the game for yourself. But as someone that's played the PS2 original, it actually shocked me when I found out that apparently the soundtrack for the European and Japanese version of Fantavision, that their soundtracks are completely different. And I remember when I found that out, it completely shocked me, because I had no idea that they completely changed it. Okay, this streamer who's playing through Godhome and Hollow Knight looks pretty interesting, so I could raid them as a raid option. So we still have that. There was still the Deltarune raid option from earlier. Well, I don't know if they're still live yet, though. And then that leaves the good old Dark Souls category. You guys know how much I like myself some Dark Souls. I'd be down to raid someone if there's someone that's in need of my guidance. And there does not seem to be a whole lot of interesting raid options for Dark Souls at the moment. Well, it seems like there's a couple, but I don't know. Someone here looks like they could be playing for the first time and are having trouble. Okay, we might have some decent raid options here. Who knows, though? Alright, so how about I go back... I don't know if this is their first time playing, though, or not. Oh, one of these guys is playing with a summon. So we have a few decent raid options, I'd say. Oh, this guy's really good, okay. Maybe not them, then. Okay, so I'm limiting it down to 3 options here in terms of someone that's worthy to raid for tonight. We can either raid, let's double check here. Raid a Japanese streamer that's playing Dark Souls. You guys know how much I get that personal enjoyment out of seeing how Japanese streamers react to me just showing up in their chat. We got a streamer who's doing God Home in Hollow Knight, also a Japanese streamer. Or we can go back to that VTuber that was playing Deltarune. They do it. Oh, those guys have a pretty large viewership, though, that I'm definitely left wondering if it would really be worth it. They're also about at the end of Chapter 1, so I'm considering that they might be ending stream soon. So, raid options are very limited tonight. Most viewed video is a Friday Night Funkin' Cartman mod. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, I'm very limited on raid options, but I'd say I'm limiting it down to these 3. We can either raid Deltarune, Dark Souls, or Hollow Knight. I'm sort of, with the fact that these guys seem pretty nice, the ones who are playing Hollow Knight, I'm sort of interested to see what they're up to over here. Yeah. They seem to be having a good time. I'd be down to raid them. When you raid doesn't... it does not. It ends streams... It ends stream once I hit the stop streaming button on OBS Studio. So, once I know for sure that the raid has been successfully completed over on Twitch, then I just turn off the stream on OBS Studio real quickly before I start chatting with the streamer I raided. But yes, I've listed out my raid options. That if you're not gonna mention, take a vote. If you're not interested in making any sort of a vote on who I should raid, I'm just gonna be the one to choose where I want to raid. Which these are some pretty good raid options, but at the same time, I'm sort of leaning away from the Deltarune streamer here because they have a bit large of a viewership that I feel like my single raid would be insignificant. This Japanese streamer who is playing Dark Souls, I mean, if they're open to it, I could offer them my guidance if they know English. Just pick, I can't decide. And I also won't be in the raid. Okay, I understand. Or I could see how this streamer is doing in God Home, which it sort of looks like... Okay, no, they're not taking on... They're in a different Pantheon entirely, actually. They're not doing the Pantheon of Hallownest. Which means they might not have made it to Pure Vessel yet, so I could see the reaction live on them fighting Pure Vessel. I'm kind of interested to see that, so why don't I raid them? Alright, so I'm going to raid the Hollow Knight streamer for tonight, because they seem like they'll be fun chatting with. Yeah. So with that, I am going to raid this streamer who is playing Hollow Knight. Alright, so with that being said, thank you everyone for watching, and unless I decide to cancel Sunday's stream to spend time with Jedi Women Gamer, which I might not do since we just had a get-together last week. I am going to play... I'm going to stream some Elden Ring on Sunday. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll be able to start at our usual time rather than starting as late as I did today. I mean, there shouldn't be as many distractions Sunday since there won't be any slowdowns like me having to see what my brother's up to. So anyway, that's going to be my plan for this Sunday, is try to get one more stream in so I don't have this fairly short Friday stream, which feels kind of insignificant considering like the fact that I rarely get to stream throughout the summer because of my summer job. But with that being said, I can't think of anything else to say. So with that being said, thank you everyone for watching, and as always, if you guys like the stream and wish to see more of my content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for those of you on YouTube, and click that notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. For those of you on Twitch, feel free to leave a follow and also click that notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. For those of you who are interested in seeing what I'm up to on other platforms, I am active on Twitter, if you're interested in following me on Twitter. And, I do also have a Discord server, so if you're interested, feel free to request to be on the server. And if I deem you worthy, I'll gladly invite you on, as long as, you know, remain on your best behavior. Try not to ruin the atmosphere I try to go for. And until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone! An ad started right as I